And we are live. What's good, y'all? How are y'all feeling, man? It's you know what's crazy? It's almost like something crazy happened last weekend. I can't put my finger on it personally. Chat, maybe y'all can help me. Well, welcome, y'all. Welcome. First and foremost, let's get this out of the way right now because I know we late. Obviously, you see who's not here, so you know we late. Always blame Mo. Subscribe to the No Name Wrestling Pod, man. We please. There's gonna be a lot of content coming out, so subscribe to the No Name Wrestling Pod. If you're not doing that right now, I don't know what you're doing. Follow the Spotify if you want to listen to it on audio, just in case you can't catch us live Sundays. Instagram, TikTok, we're all there. You know what it is, man. You know what it is, man. And sorry for the wait, y'all. Like literally, like what you want us to do? You know what I mean? Like what you want us to do? So
yeah, we try to get some other people on here, but it is what it is. So good. So I guess we'll wait for. We'll give Nate some time to join, so he can enter the conversation of what we're really going to talk about. See if so he doesn't have to fall behind on conversations and have to recatch up.
So then let me ask, which one we starting with? Because the show went off the air both times pretty crazy. So which one we starting with?
I think we should wait for both a little bit. Well, the first one wasn't really too shocking. I mean, it was shocking, but like nothing like, oh, I didn't.
Being there was shocking.
The second one was like, I did not think it was going to happen at all. Like,
I mean, so if we're waiting on Nate,
well, hey, let's get into it because he was at the show, so he was there for both nights.
You're right.
His perspective might be a little bit different. So, what did you think overall about the show? Because watching at home was a little bit different, I think. So I need to see what the energy felt like.
Honestly, the energy was really good. Now, there was one match, specifically the Becky Lyra match, where I felt the fans were just lazy and they were trying to start a Mexican wave the whole time. And I'm like, bro, like this match is really good, and nobody gave a crap about it. And being there, I was a little higher up, so like I couldn't necessarily see too much of everything, but I saw the whole match. I thought it was a really good match. Now, I haven't watched it back on TV to tell you how great or bad it could have been. I have no idea necessarily from that perspective, but I thought the whole show was pretty good. There were so many moments where everybody's standing up, jumping for joy. Last night, there were so many of them between Cena, between Lesnar, Roman on night one. You had Rhea Ripley, which I've never heard a pop that loud, like just off the rip in my life. That was like, whoa. Like, all right, you got motion. You got the whole stadium wanting for you. And it was really cool to see that. I mean, obviously, we're going to talk about that return last night, but that, for me, that was an out-of-body experience because that was literally the last thing on my mind. My mind literally took a second, and I'm like, insane, dude. Insane.
So I do want to ask you a question because you were there, right? Because a lot of people were complaining about the crowd. Now, before I even ask you, for me, night one, I think everybody kind of knew this was the filler show. We're waiting for night two, even though night one was pretty good. I don't care what match they would have put on. If it wasn't Cena Cody, every match that would have went on after that TLC would have suffered. That was horrible timing. Like, I think that was a really bad spot. Like, the TLC in my opinion, should have opened.
I didn't really feel so special about that match, to be honest with you.
But it was so crazy. And they had just, like, when they opened with the triple threat, I was like, okay, nice opening. Then they went TLC, like, immediately. I was like, what?
Yeah,
I was like, whoever comes after this is literally going to be in the death spot. Like, people are going to recover their voice. They're going to go get some food. You know what I mean? And, like, it was basically another street fight. Like, it wasn't really a no DQ. It was another street fight. So, that I wanted to know, like, how I know you said they were lazy for that, but overall, both nights, like, being there, did it feel like the crowd was actually into it?
I thought the crowd was really into it. It felt loud. It didn't feel, too crazy. Like, honestly, I felt like everyone was involved in most of the matches. Like, the Karrion match, I thought Karrion was getting a lot of reception, and it just felt like, why is, the match was booked very lazily, and the way it ended, it was just like, everybody, he didn't even get, like, the entrance for Sammy was cool, but when he won, it was just like, eh. That was the one time I know it was quiet, but, like, the Becky Lyra match, they weren't paying attention. I don't know why. I remember there was a section, like 3 sections over, that kept trying to start a wave the entire match, and it was really annoying. And that kind of took away from it, but the crowd was pretty into it. I mean, during the main event, obviously, they were loud, screaming at the top of their lungs. They weren't stopping about it, but, I thought the crowd was pretty solid.
Okay. Yeah, Carrion, man. I mean, we can touch on that. I know we're trying to wait on Nate, but Carrion, man. So I hear I've seen a lot of people like, oh, the match was mid and Carrion might be cooked and this, that, and the third. I'm like, it's WWE though. They've consistently put guys in a spot who can't wrestle in main event, all love type of things. Like who are not. I'm gonna just be real. Jey Uso to me is not a good wrestler. Can he put on a good match? Yes, but he is not a good wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
Right? In my opinion. And if you want to hate me for that, it is what it is. Like, hey, he gets himself over though. Shout out to him. Like, connecting with the crowd is big in the industry based on crowd reactions. Right? So, like, yeah, this man need to stop yeeting mid-match. He clearly has got crazy cardio now. Because the yeet alone, I know, takes a lot out of it. If you ever tried to yeet, you get tired after the first
that tired me out at the start.
Yeah, like the first wave of it, the first wave you get before like it goes into like the little verse or whatever crap, that's tiring, right? And then you doing it mid-match, and we in a SummerSlam entrance, so you going all over the place, walking down hella flights of stairs. Like, I know that boy is gassed in the ring. I know he's ever since he started doing the I swear he's gassed every time he wrestles.
Yeah, I mean, in the past 2 years, he's been doing the solo stuff, and I feel like he's done more and more in the past year. Like, you've seen him face Gunther, you've seen him face these big-time players in big-time matches, and obviously they're going longer without the tag team. That has a big play into it, but I definitely – listen, I will say being there, that one more time thing is a lot more fun in person than it is.
Oh, yeah, but it's like, bruh, you're tiring yourself out, and we're trying to put you on main event spots.
For Karrion Kross, well, I never expected him to beat Sami Zayn to begin with. But for Karrion Kross, he really is in the position because people have been asking, at least do something more with him, do something different. His character's interesting, but there's different levels of being over, though. Like, Jey Uso reached a popularity peak that nobody could have ever imagined. And he would do like that consistently for some years. I don't think they ever wanted Jey to be in that spot because there was times before he even got to Royal Rumble when we were like, bro, you got to at least give him an opportunity to do something. He had the IC title, had it for a month, had to give it up because the bloodline story. It's like, bro, like at least give bro a chance, an opportunity. We never thought it was going to happen for him, and then it just happened. So, and he deserved a little something of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could say, okay, I accomplished this, accomplished that, but I don't think they ever wanted him to really be in that position because it took them some years for them to finally say, all right, he's like one of our top 3 most over guys in the company right now. And people obviously who like him don't care how bad he can wrestle or how good he can wrestle. They just like Jey Uso. He could go out there and put on the worst match of the year and he would still get cheered the next week, like ridiculously. So I think for Karrion Kross, I don't think they really see him as somebody that they want to market or put in that place. Because Sami Zayn, I think they're really wanting to build him up for a world championship push because they kind of been telling that within his story. So that's why I never thought Karrion Kross was going to win because he was barely on TV even before the Sami feud. So for now, from what I've been hearing, his contract is over at the end of August and he hasn't been offered a new deal. So they might be letting him walk.
Who?
Karrion Kross.
Oh, I heard they let him. I heard they re-signed him.
I've heard that it's under the table and he's keeping quiet about it. I think they re-signed him.
They could have re-signed him. I don't know for sure, but I mean, I don't know if they're going to let him walk or they re-sign him. I don't know what the deal is with that. I don't know for sure. But even if he stays, I mean, I feel like this is his ceiling, really. I feel like he's the guy that's going to lose, put others over. But I think why he'll continue to lose majority of the time is because he's shown that he can lose and still make himself interesting. And I think that's what WWE is looking at with Karrion Kross, on a bigger scale. Like, this guy can lose and he can still make himself interesting. Oh, we can use him for spots, that we want to put him in and keep him in and stuff like that. So I don't know why. I don't know why people thought he was going to win. Though. I don't know if you thought he was going to win, but
I didn't think he was going to win. But I was hopeful. I was like, well, maybe because the SummerSlam match was just announced like randomly because they fought on Raw.
Yeah, I didn't even know about that.
I was like, oh, okay. I guess they're going to fight at SummerSlam too. Sure, but I was hopeful he would win.
A nice PLE spot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you know what I think is going to happen? Let's just say he doesn't resign, right? Let's just say he doesn't resign. This is exactly what's going to happen. I already got the script. He's going to go to TNA and then just wrestle on NXT. That's literally what he's gonna do. He's gonna go to TNA and then just wrestle on NXT.
I mean, they kind of need the depth down there, so I mean, I guess you can put it.
But like, they're gonna let him go, not re-sign him because they don't want to say, "Oh, we're gonna demote you to NXT."
So Alex,
he's just gonna go to another company and then.
Oh, so you mean like he's not gonna stay with WWE? He's
he's gonna go to TNA, but then they're gonna do the partnership thing where he just wrestles somebody on NXT.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, that's literally what he's gonna do.
That's why they have the partnership, so that they never truly lose anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean, they honestly, he was always better in NXT anyway, so it's like whatever they want to put him down. His presentation was better, I'll say.
Hey, real quick, chat before Nate and we really get into our bag for why we here. Mo talking all this shit in the chat like he's not stranded at the airport right now that can't set up his podcast.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So like he talking all this shit right now. I just want y'all.
Why you talking?
That's where Mo is right now. Mo is at an airport, and his quote, in case anybody's wondering, and I quote from Mo: "This airport got nowhere I can set my stuff up at."
All you need is a chair.
What type of airport is he at, bro?
He in Jersey or New York, whichever airport he
He's either at Newark or LaGuardia. Probably one of those two. Or Jay.
Yeah, I don't know where that is. So wherever that is. So
hey, join that new link I just sent you. I'm gonna see if your camera's still acting up. So
you got it, Bell.
We'll see.
All you need is this, Mo. I don't know why you talking all that mess.
Well, I'm saying he's in that. Well, I mean, I've never been to Jersey Airport, so I'm sure that's a packed airport. But it's like
but like at least like in the airports I've been at, you can go find a spot.
Bro, like the airport I used to work at, they had like little booths you can go into and like set up your stuff. Like
because like people do work at.
Or you could just
work at their.
Yeah. Or you could literally just go to one of those cafes.
Literally, so I don't
like a Starbucks or something. Yeah, like
like there's literally spots because people do their work and stuff all the time.
Or one of them big plazas where you can see like the.
Now I will say, like I said, I've never been to Jersey, so I don't know how big that airport is. So you definitely don't want to go somewhere too far and then like have to run back to your gate. But like, he definitely can set something up somewhere. I mean, like.
Yeah.
Why did you even book a flight this late, bro? Like you could have been.
That's what I'm saying. Me personally, I don't know if he's just lazy and don't like waking up. My nigga, my flight in the morning. I'm going in the morning. I ain't going in the middle of the day. But hey, teach that own.
All right, so like I said, Aiden was at the show. So overall, his experience. I hope you had a good experience at the show.
Yeah, I definitely
had a good experience for SummerSlam. So we'll dive into
let's get to it
stuff. Everybody will get a chance to speak at once. So I'll let Aiden go first because you were there. So obviously, you could talk about in the moment the reaction, and then maybe the afterwards how you felt, and then we could dive into like everything about it. So I'll let everybody speak without interruption. So genuinely, I don't think anybody saw that coming. So
Brock, right?
Yeah. So what was the feeling like when that happened, and then afterwards? About like the whole lawsuit stuff. How did you feel about afterwards? Like, can he even be there? Like, what does this even mean? Like,
all right. So when the moment it felt super out of body because like I'm expecting The Rock to genuinely show up or someone else. Brock Lesnar showing up was not in my mind. It wasn't something I even thought about. It wasn't something that I could even imagine. My brother's dad always gives terrible wrestling takes, and that he was like, Lesnar's coming back. I'm like, yeah, okay, pal. And of course, as soon as it happens, he's screaming at me. He's like, I was right. And I'm like, there's no way this is happening. And we see him with the cowboy. I'm like, there's no way. It literally is the most out-of-body experience I've ever had at a wrestling show in my life. And then during the moment, I'm just like, I'm at a loss of words. I don't know what to say. I recorded myself screaming. Like, there was no happy, sad, angry. It was just like, what? And then afterwards, like, I understand there's a whole bunch of stuff with the lawsuit, and I'm a little too young to, know everything in depth too much. I've read my stuff. I know that he's involved in some ways or not. I don't know what it is. So I can't say it's affecting me too much. I understand people don't like him, and I'm not going to say they have no reason to because there's definitely reasons to dislike him. There's reasons to like him, and I feel like whatever side you're on, someone's going to hate and they're going to be upset about it, and it's just what it is. I mean, I feel like Brock Lesnar, he's a big name regardless of how you feel about it. Some people see him as controversial. I feel like, the impact that he made, people were saying that it wasn't the biggest move of the weekend. Like, it was, bro. Like, Brock Lesnar returning after 2 years when you legitimately thought he would never show up again. He has nothing to do. And now that he's back, it's like, are we going to get John Cena and Brock Lesnar again at 47 years old? I don't know. I don't know if that sounds nice on paper, sounds nice to someone's eyes, but that's what it's looking like. And that might have been the most insane moment I've seen in my life for a return.
So the Brock situation, definitely, I think we spoke about it a couple times on the pod because we've always had people in the chat say like Brock this and Brock come back for this, and we're like, bro, give it up. Like he's not coming back. Like it's not happening.
Right.
Genuinely thought it was. I'm not. So for me, I'm not even shocked WWE brought him back because I've seen Triple H talk about in the past, like he never disclosed Brock coming back as like a thing that could never happen because when they would ask him about it, all he would say was, if Brock wants to come back, it's up to him. Basically, like he's not banned from the company, he's not gone from the company. It's just really up to him if he wants to come back. That's what he would say. He never said that Brock is banned from the company, he can never come back. So I always knew that was out there in the air. Like, oh, so he's pretty much saying that, he's not really gone, but if he wants to be back, he wants to be back. And I firmly believe if it wasn't for the lawsuit, he would never been gone from TV and to begin with.
He would have fought Gunther for sure.
Huh.
That would have been happened. Yeah, for sure.
He still would have been around. I'm more shocked that Brock wanted to come back himself. I thought he was done with wrestling. Like I thought Brock as the individual was like, I don't need that shit no more. Like I'm good. Like I'm just
gonna lost all that weight.
I'm just gonna be up here farming and just hibernating for the rest of my life. Like I thought him as an individual was like, yeah, I don't need it. You feel me? Like I don't need the money. I just don't need it anymore. Like I don't have to come back. That's what threw me off. Like he wanted to come back. Like that's even, so I'm not even surprised the company brought him back. I'm surprised he wanted to come back himself. With the whole situation of the lawsuit, I feel like as fans, we deserve answers to the questions that we want. I feel like we need to know the real clearance, and I'm talking about from lawyers. Like, really, I don't care what Dave Meltzer says. I don't trust anything he says. This is a guy who claims that Kurt Angle's never had a 5-star match in his career, so I don't take anything of his sources or any sources out there of any wrestling related news serious. I need to hear from like real executives, real people who are involved in this lawsuit, and no thing, because I understand there's probably certain things within this lawsuit they can't speak about publicly. Some things got to get
right.
Because it's still an ongoing thing. So I understand that. But Brock is now back in the WWE, and he's being accused of a serious lawsuit that is attached to him. We, as fans, still don't know whether or not he's clear or not clear. And I feel like as fans, we deserve to have real answers. Like, we want to know what the situation is, because what he's being accused of is something very serious. And now that he's back into the company, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about that. Am I supposed to be okay with it? Am I supposed to hate it? Like, I don't know how that's supposed to make me feel, because I don't know the situation of what's going on with the lawsuit that is happening. It's still an ongoing thing. His name was dropped in the lawsuit of something very serious. So even though he's never really been charged of anything or arrested for anything, his name was still brought up in a situation that is very bad. So I feel like as fans, they should clear up anything that has just Brock Lesnar related attached to it in this lawsuit. If he's in the clear, then he's in the clear, and then we know, and at least we can move forward with that. But until we know, we're not going to really feel comfortable about it, at least until we know something of some sort.
And Nate, you're going to go next. I just want to put this out there. One, the reason why we're not listening to Dave Meltzer, old boy came out saying, oh yeah, WWE's legal team cleared him 4 weeks ago. But then Janelle Brandon then posted a statement literally right after, or like not even 24 hours after it happened. So clearly he might not be, you know.
That's what I said. That post was from Dave Meltzer, like, bro.
Yeah. We not hearing that, right? Just to clear up some things for the chat. I'm not saying y'all said it, but I've seen it online, right? Just because he hasn't been convicted doesn't mean he hasn't been cleared. And I'm going to give you an example that I saw somebody use on X trying to be like a, ooh, got you. Velveteen Dream. I've talked about him up here, how I want him to get his job back. That was after he got cleared of that shit. In the moment, when they took him off TV, yeah, you need to. Because the allegations he had were that serious. He lost his job. And especially because WWE, and which is why I'm pretty sure Nate, you won't get onto it, WWE is real good about pulling niggas off of TV and firing them before shit comes out, right? So I do agree with you, Malik. Or we do need the answers. But chat and everybody who watches this later, convicted and cleared of something are two different things. I get the intention is innocent until proven guilty, but I'm not gonna lie, this country hasn't moved like that in who knows how long. They have not moved as an innocent till proof. Yeah, we can quote it all we want. This country don't move like that for anybody. This ain't even a race thing. Anybody, they don't move like that. You get allegations, you're cooked. You're pretty much cooked. There's people who've been cleared of convictions from years ago, still can't get opportunities and still canceled for stuff they ain't even do. Right? We got people sitting in jail for stuff they ain't even do. Right? So I just want to make that clear. Right? No, he has not been convicted, but he also hasn't been proven innocent yet, as far as we know. There's no big court documents or any official ruling saying, no, Brock Lesnar did not do any of that. Now, if that comes out, all right, cool. I can't do nothing about it at that point, right? You can have your opinions about him still. You can hate the fact that he was in it to begin with. But, hey, if he gets cleared by the court of law, can't do nothing about that at that point, right? But until then, he's not convicted, but he ain't cleared either. But go ahead, Nate.
Yeah, actually, I'm glad you touched on that because I don't give a fuck if WWE cleared him. I want the justice system to clear this motherfucker. I don't give a fuck if Triple H said you can come back. Oh, Brock, you come back whenever you want to. What does the legal system say, sir? What did the court say? He's still a part of active lawsuits. What the fuck are we doing? What the fuck? And let's just take this fucking bullshit aside from the allegations, because I know a lot of you fucking idiots out there want to just, he's cleared, he's there, fuck you, first of all. Second, let's just take that to the side since you just want to ignore that for a second, right? Mm-hmm. Creatively, why the fuck do we need Brock Lesnar back in WWE? What does he bring to the product that a Cody Rhodes doesn't bring, that a Jey Uso doesn't bring, that a LA Knight doesn't bring, that a Jacob Fatu doesn't bring, that a Rhea Ripley doesn't bring, that a Bianca Belair doesn't bring? You're telling me you have the most deep roster of over people that you've had since the Attitude Era, and we're still relying on these niggas who are pushing 50. You already got niggas pushing 50 like CM Punk, but at least he's there every week. At least there's an actual reason for him to be there. At least he actually has good stories that we can sink our teeth into. What's the last good Brock Lesnar storyline we've had? This nigga gave us mid with that Cody shit. I don't give a fuck about SummerSlam. That shit is not top 25. That shit was ass. Mm-hmm. That match with Cody's fucking ass. Mm-hmm. All Brock Lesnar when he comes back, he does his fucking mid. He'll have one good match. That Bobby shit, mid. This nigga hasn't hit the Roman shit. He had one good match with Roman.
SummerSlam, that was it.
SummerSlam, the last man standing match. Nigga was straight mid. From what? 2017 until 2023. Straight fucking mid. And you bring him back. Why? You have people who are over. You have LA Knight. You have Penta. You have Cody. I could say, bro, you have so many names. This is not like 2019 when you had Roman Reigns shoved down our throats. Oh, shit, we don't have anybody else who's over on the roster right now, so let's bring Brock Lesnar back. Let's hit the Brock Lesnar button. You have so many over people. It's already bad enough you brought Goldberg back in Atlanta when you have AJ Styles right there. You have Cody Rhodes right there. You do not need Brock. You do not need Goldberg to sell out State Farm Arena in 2025. You have plenty of draws. You do not need Brock Lesnar to sell out an arena in 2025. We do not need this nigga. There's literally no reason. You have so many people on your roster right now who are so talented and so over. Brock Lesnar, all he's going to do is eat up time from the people who actually deserve to be on TV. And I'm not just talking about the Pete Duns and the Ludwig Kaisers and the Dragon Lees and all that sort. I'm talking about the actual talented motherfuckers who are actually over on your roster that you haven't had since the fucking Attitude Era. You have so much great talent on this roster, and we're running Brock Lesnar and John Cena in 2025. And Triple H, you want to say that was John Cena's idea? Fucking bullshit. You're the one who said he could come back whenever he wants and that you're open to it, motherfucker. You called him. I don't give a fuck about TKO. I don't give a fuck about John Cena. You called him and said, come back, John Cena, one more time. Let's do it in Paris. Fuck you. Tired of this fucking bullshit from Triple H. Hold on. You had a great SummerSlam. You had a great SummerSlam. You had a fantastic SummerSlam. And you ended with this. I'm done.
So I'm going to start on something you kind of finished with at the end. And then I'm going to bring it to, because I know everybody going to have a thing. I'm going to bring it to, a little deeper than that. But so first off, yes, that's the other thing I've seen people talk about. Oh, well, it's what John Cena wanted. Again, Instagram and TikTok, two different worlds when it comes to comments. Everybody, it's what John Cena wanted, though. That's all that matters. my guys. First off, I get it's John Cena. He's on his retirement tour, right? But if this was John Cena's retirement tour and they've had it planned out, that means he would have asked for Brock Lesnar forever ago. And forever ago, Brock Lesnar was still under these allegations. So, like, just because John Cena, I get it's John Cena, but just because he asked for it, one, doesn't mean you have to give it to him. And two, doesn't mean it's going to be good. That's my thing. Brock Lesnar and John Cena in 2025 are not putting on this classic. They're not even going to give you a lesser version of what an AJ Styles and John Cena match is going to be. I promise y'all, right? Triple H watches this show. We've said it multiple times. Hey, Triple H, I already know you. I know how this match is going to go. Suplex City, bitch. And maybe John Cena ekes out a win, but I doubt it. Because when's the last time Brock Lesnar had a win? I guarantee you Brock Lesnar's winning that match. I guarantee you. You know what story I think they're going to go with John Cena right now? I want to end the year on a win after, I don't know, you were just a fucking undisputed heavyweight champion. Oh, man, I can't get a win now. I went back to babyface and I can't get a win now. That's exactly the story they're going to tell, which is going to piss me off. But nevertheless, second thing I want to get into. Fine. Let's say this was your plan the entire time. You knew when you ended SummerSlam Night 2, Brock Lesnar was coming back. Why in the holy fuck was John Cena's babyface turn a one-segment show on a SmackDown? That should have been built for months. If you knew SummerSlam was the time, John Cena was going to turn back to babyface. You started telling the story after he won the title of, maybe I'm regretting my decisions. Maybe I'm regretting my actions. You started telling that story. And then you just completely went away from it. John Cena had shown on TV, not after the camera's off and seen the crowds, because I've been at a live SmackDown, not after the camera start rolling and he's just doing it for the live crowd or whatever the case. On kayfabe television, he has not been telling the story of him regretting his actions pretty much since the Cody match. Since the first Cody, he has not been telling that story. When he fought Ron Killings, he wasn't telling that story. When he was teaming with Logan Paul, he wasn't telling that story. Leading up when he was feuding with CM Punk, he wasn't telling that story. Even the SmackDown that I went to before he on July 18th, when they was trying to set up the street fight or whatever, and Cody did that weak ass frog splash. Even that show, John Cena had shown no inclination that I'm about to go back to being babyface. So if this was your plan the entire time, the John Cena going back to babyface should have been 1,000 times better than just the one SmackDown. The promo was great. I don't care though, because when he said it, I'm thinking that was out of nowhere. This must be elite bait. He's gonna get to this street fight and he's gonna kick Cody in the balls, and that's how he's gonna win the match. Elite bait. If this was your plan all along, the heel turn, even though it was already bad because The Rock didn't show up and Fiend took a 6-minute entrance walk, at least I was like, you know what? The Rock messed it up. I can excuse the heel turn being looked at the way it is because The Rock, all he had to do was show up. Like, do the payoff. You set it up, be there for the payoff. This heel turn was a waste of time. We literally wasted 8 months of John Cena. 6. Because January to February was okay. So we literally wasted John Cena for 5 months, 4 months, whatever it was. We literally wasted him. Because if this is what you were going to do the entire time, right? This was your plan the entire time. Why would John Cena just turn face on one SmackDown?
Yeah, I think they realized
that was horribly built.
They started to plant seeds of his babyface turn. You could start to see like certain reactions he would do about certain things after matches. But my biggest fear came true with this heel turn. I said it before he turned heel. I feel like it's too little too late to do it. I don't think people want to dislike John Cena anymore. And it was very clear throughout the entire run. of his heel run. No matter what type of heel promo he would have cut or what type of thing he would have did heelish to anybody, people just genuinely don't want to hate John Cena anymore. This isn't 2010. This is 2025 we're in, and John Cena's out of his peak. He's headed into a retirement. People, I think, want to appreciate him, not want to be against him fully. So I just felt it was too little too late. They took the risk of it. I mean, the heel moment was shocking, no doubt. And, he might have got booed for a little bit up to the bill with Cody during them international crowds, but once he came back to the States, it was a reverse. They booed Cody going into WrestleMania. They booed him at SummerSlam. Cody Rhodes got cheered against everybody up until he fought John Cena. Didn't get booed against anybody up until he fought against John Cena. So that told you right there, they don't want to hate John Cena anymore. No matter who he faces, he's going to get cheered. I feel like it was just too little too late. I think he did some okay stuff during his heel run, but it's just like you didn't really need to do it. You could have just kept him the way he was, and it would have been completely fine. The match with Randy Orton could have stayed the same the way he was with him babyface. The match with Cody, everything they did, it would have just been completely fine without him turning heel. So they took a risk on it. I don't think it paid off well in the end because they had to switch him back babyface mid-run of his heel run. I don't think that was planned that way. I think they just realized John's not really getting hated, and nobody wants to hate him. They genuinely like him. He got a massive fucking pop when he came out with the babyface entrance and everything, and like people just don't want to hate him anymore. It's a weird concept for me because I'm a huge Cena fan. I grew up during the peak, so I'm always used to the "Let's go Cena sucks" chants and the mixed reactions. But now that Cena's past his peak, he's got more respect than ever. People just don't want to hate somebody like that. They want to appreciate his greatness now on his way out. So I just feel like with the whole Brock situation, I just feel like we need real answers. And we, like Nate said, we don't really need him back, but if he's going to be back, I need clarification on these allegations. That's all.
And it's the fact that they stopped the post-show press conferences because they knew people. They knew people was going to be grilling them for those answers.
Yeah, so they made sure
they stopped.
Because they're still doing a post show, but now it's not actual people. It's they
don't want people
WWE guys
press some answers. Like I said, there's probably certain things they can't talk about because I'm sure there'll be some questions answered that they can't answer physically. So I'm sure that'll be brought up. But all they have to do is all Triple H has to do just before the press conference even starts, just address it in the beginning. We're not gonna take any questions about it, but I'm gonna let y'all know this is what this is. Everything here. That way we know, and then that's what it is, right?
And if it's something you can't, and if there's like enough you can't, it's just so much we can't talk about. And why is he back? If you can't talk about it, why is he back? Like, what's the point?
And then with that, if that's the case, why was he gone so long in the first place?
Exactly.
Like literally, y'all remember when they pulled him? He was supposed to be the one to, I think, eliminate Dom.
He was supposed to fight Dom.
Dom was supposed to eliminate him.
Omos, right?
Dom in the chamber. Something like that. And then he was gonna fight Gunther at Mania. Like that was the plan.
Yeah.
And they scrapped all that for Sami Zayn. Well, not for Sami Zayn, but they gave it to Sami Zayn instead. Right? Like Gunther, okay, sure.
There's no way they sat down. Because like Nate said, John Cena maybe he did want the Brock Lesnar match, but at the end of the day, Triple H signs the check. He's the one calling Brock Lesnar. Hey, what you doing, man?
Head of talent.
Those are the two who are having a conversation about coming back and making out some type of deal. There's no way they couldn't have known that. Yes, there are some marks out there who are gonna like Brock Lesnar coming back, but there's gonna be an other side of people who want answers to questions that we need answers to. You gotta know that's gonna happen, and they took the risk of like, well, that's gonna happen. Are we gonna do it? Let's do it. All right, let's do it then. Because I firmly believe, thinking about it now, they probably were always going to bring him back. We just thought that he wasn't going to come back because of what he was in. But I think they probably said, let's just give it time, let it bypass, and then we'll kind of sweep it under the rug. I think that's what they're generally going to do.
Yeah, but Hogan 2018.
They understand that WWE has a fan base that would just continue to watch and just bypass certain things. They've done it their whole careers. The whole existence of WWE, that's what they've been known for, for good and bad stuff. They brought him back. It's hot right now, but 4 months from now, ain't nobody gonna be talking about it.
Well, and the thing is, WWE has always been a moment-driven business for a minute. Maybe not all the time, but for a minute, that's what they've been. They care about especially, and that's why, my goodness, I say it all the time. I feel like a broken record, but WrestleMania 40 is one of the greatest and one of the worst things that happened to WWE. That is their No Way Home, because in No Way Home, yes, great. We got all these cameos. Awesome. Childhood restored. The downside was Now, every movie I see after that, if I don't get my cameos, shit ass. WrestleMania 40, payoff to one of the greatest stories you've ever told, right? And the card wasn't even that bad. Yeah, we had that one stinker, but the card wasn't even that bad for real. You had the Damian Priest cash. You had a lot of things surrounding that. That was actually good stuff. They pay it off with that story, that match, that the returns and everything, all that. The downside is WWE thought they could do no wrong. Because when 40 happened, mind you, this was around the time AEW sucked.
Yeah.
This is around the time AEW sucked. They saw, dang, look at the way this got received. Man, we can do no wrong. This the Paul Levesque era. They were screaming that all show. This the Paul Levesque era. You know, bye-bye Vince. It's the Paul Levesque era now. Right? They were spamming that. New entrance to the show. New everything. Triple H voice on everything. They thought they could do no wrong. They were like, yes, we gave them what they wanted. Triple H is now running the show. And they got complacent. And they got comfortable. And they got lazy. And now with TKO and all this other stuff going on, right? And now they are getting money hungry. They're like, man, we made so much money. How can we make more? Man, we had this viral moment. How can we top it? Man, hey, Seth Rollins did cashed in on CM Punk. Great moment. What we gonna do night 2? I know. Let's go ahead and get that big country motherfucker in Minneapolis. And I've even been seeing people on X talk about, oh, I get it now. The retirement match is coming in 2026 in Minneapolis. Even if he does get a retirement match, he didn't need to show up here for that. He could have shown up in April in 2026 for his retirement match. He didn't have to show up all the way back here. And I get it. Cena won it. Like, everything would be different. Even with the context of Cena winning this match. Honestly, if they would have never taken Brock Lesnar off TV, even with all these allegations, if they never would have taken him off, I probably wouldn't be as mad. Because, like, they pulled him. It's not like Brock Lesnar going away, because obviously Brock Lesnar ain't going to be here all year. But they pulled him. They changed plans. They said, hey, Brock, yeah, let's not put you on TV right now. That's what happened. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, there was a SmackDown he was supposed to be at to start a program. This shit dropped and they scrapped the plans. If I'm not mistaken. I don't remember that. I don't know if that part is true or not. But if they scrapped it, I'm almost positive something in that realm happened. If they would have never pulled him off TV, let's say he still fights Gunther in Mania. Let's say he still does whatever other feud he had planned. And then he come back for this? Probably not tripped as much. But I know you pulled him off because of the allegations.
Facts.
The allegations are still going. So why is he back now? I'm only going to speak for me in this sense. I just think it's stupid. I think it's stupid the way they did it. And as somebody who was defending the heel turn, and I've been saying, Nick, what have I said to you multiple times? After The Rock, I think Cena's been doing good stuff. I've actually enjoyed it. Well, the matches have been made, but I thought himself, I thought he was doing good. I just think The Rock messed it up. And yeah, we disagreed on that, but I've been defending it all year. This makes me feel like all of that was pointless. Because the babyface turn was just a promo. Like, realistically, the way you've been moving as a heel, you just turned face because he did a horrible frog slash through a table and forged your signature on a contract. Yeah. That's what made you turn babyface? That's all he needed to do?
Yeah, that's why.
That's all he needed to do.
That's why I was kind of sold on the double turn. I'm like, Cody kind of maybe. I thought Cody baited him in or something. Then Cody didn't turn. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Maybe Cody sold his soul.
And side note, and we probably gonna get on to that next. The most anticlimactic finish I've seen in a minute, boy. We talk about high stakes. We talk about what's it called? The bells and whistles in the street fight, kicking out of 3 super AAs and kicking out of 3 super crossroads and avalanche, just to end it with a smooth.
I mean, I could see the story they were trying to tell because they didn't want to turn.
I could see it, but it was so anticlimactic. I felt the story. I felt they were telling the double turn. I feel like that's what they were telling.
They were never telling us that.
I wish they would have gone more in depth with this whole. It's because they have like 12 shows in between like before SummerSlam, bro. Like they didn't tell the right type of story. I feel like the build up to that moment like to that Cena, that Cody was the one to kind of bring the pureness out of Cena again. I felt like that was, I felt like they rushed it a lot. It didn't feel like it was built up enough. Like if you really like look back, like sure, like Truth kind of got at Cena, Punk kind of got at Cena, but like Cena, aside from those moments after the show and like refusing to hit Punk with the belt on air, he really didn't do much to really signify like he's turning back. Like there was not a lot of there was no build. It just kind of happened, and then we're just like, oh okay, maybe Cody's turn. He's like, nah, I'm gonna cry and salute you, John, my hero. Like that's it. Like
and then just disappeared. Disappeared.
Like he just saw Brock, was like, hey Brock.
Okay. Hey, last time you were here,
we were fighting last time. Don't worry about it. Go fuck him up. Hey, I'll salute you. Yeah, I'm out. Bye.
Right.
I mean, granted, you know what? This isn't Cody's character. This is the same guy that said, "I'm gonna beat you and I'm gonna give the belt to Mama Rose," and then was kissing your ass after the show. So like, that is a Cody character. But like, I am with you, Nate. I feel like the build-up was rushed. Like literally. The show before, the last time we saw you before you turned babyface, you were literally being a chicken shit heel. Oh, I'm not going to be at SummerSlam, guys. I'm just so tired. I'm not going to be there. I'm sorry, guys. Like, that's literally what he was doing. Like, when I was there live, mind you. So I'm watching this shit live, and I'm looking to the people next to me. I'm like, are we fucking serious? I'm like, is this what we doing? And then the next time he's on the show, thank you, because that was the wake-up call I needed. What?
I thought it was bull.
Right? When he said it, I'm like, there's no way that made you turn babyface. There's got to be some bait.
Yeah, I figured.
Like, there's got to be bait.
It was very like, I don't know. The babyface turn was very... very strange in the moment. I thought it was a big swerve, but it wasn't a swerve. But I mean, I guess people get what they want in the end because Cody stays babyface. He didn't really need to turn heel. And then Cena turned babyface, which people had wanted. My only issue with the match was good. Bro, just the overuse of finishers was crazy. This nigga kicked out of 8 attitude adjustments, bro. 8 in one match.
Yeah, bro.
8 is crazy.
I'm not gonna lie.
It took 6 to beat John Cena, who's been past his prime. Mind you, lost to Austin Theory WrestleMania with like 1 finisher. He kicked out of 6 Cody finishers in 3 in a row. This man Cody Rhodes took 8 attitude adjustments. He took 1 through the announce table, 1 on top of the ramp. He took 3 in a row, and one of them was an avalanche attitude adjustment, and he still kicked out. What is the use of protecting finishers at this point? The
crowd was at the palm of the hand with that.
We talked about it on the pod a couple of weeks ago. Attitude adjustment might be the most kicked out of finisher in the history of WWE, bro. Everybody kicks out of that finisher, bro. 8 attitude adjustments in 1 single match. This was the battle of Superman. This was the proof of the real Superman of WWE. This was John Cena passing the torch of Super to give it to Cody. You're Super now. It's you now, bro. You got it. I'm not that guy anymore. It's you now because 8. I've seen people kick out of 4, 5, 8.
8 is crazy.
Bro. 8
is insane, bro.
I've never seen somebody kick out of 3 in a row, and one of them was from the middle rope. I've never seen that. It's never happened before.
Bro, Tribal Chief Roman ain't even kick out of that many crossroads, bro. Tribal Chief Roman ain't even kick out of that many crossroads.
6 to beat Cena. 6 crossroads. Crazy, 6 and 3. They kicked out of 3 in a row. I'm like, when he kicked out of 3 in a row, I'm like, all right, bro.
The whole stadium stood up. They were like, what? They knew they had it right. I was like, yo, we're doing something here.
I literally said, what in the AEW is going on right now?
and bro, and you know what's crazy? I didn't hear the outrage. Well, probably because Brock Lesnar showed up. But I definitely didn't see the outrage for kicking out all them finishers like we do with AEW. Nate, let this be Will Ospreay and Swerve. Oh my God!
Oh yeah! The internet would explode, bro. Let Swerve kick out of 8 hidden blades. Let him kick out of 8 hidden blades.
Hey, I'll do you one better. Let somebody kick out of Kenny Omega's 1 week angel after 3 straight.
Oh yeah! That's a protective finisher. Probably one of the most protective finishers ever.
Yeah, I don't because even when Hangman beat him, he didn't hit him.
He didn't even kick. I thought Hangman was kicking out of that for sure. I was like, oh, he's gonna kick out.
He didn't even kick out. I was like, oh, okay. Like, but yeah, bro, I definitely didn't see. Just like, I don't hate kicking out of finishers, especially if like you get one early in the match. Like, come on, bro, we going 25 minutes. It's
right.
Like it's been 10 minutes. Yeah, you good. But when we start getting to that little 24, 25-minute mark, you kicking out of there.
He kicked out of 3 in a row, bro.
Yeah, bro. And then the Cody Cutter, I think he hit a Cody Cutter through the table.
Yeah, that's when it ended.
Yeah, and bro, I'm not gonna lie, that's what I was like. So one Cody Cutter
shit was
through a
kind of
table.
sloppy. I'm not gonna lie, that shit was kind of sloppy.
Bro, that nigga cannot do high flying moves. I don't know why he keeps trying.
Cody, stop. You're
Bro,
not
AEW. Even when he does a regular like a Cody Cutter, that nigga always landed with his head like in his head. Like he never landed with it clean. But bro, like when he did the Cody Cutter through the table and then stood up and did the salute, I was like, I swear, if this nigga only hits one, and that's the end of the match, I'm gonna be pissed. Because also too, there was a spot where they were both down, and I was sitting there. I'm like, okay, this is where the return. Who's coming? Who's music about to hit? And then they just got up. I'm like,
yeah. Once he hit that one, I was like, all right, it's gotta be. This is number 6. You can't. There's no way you kick out of 6, bro. Like this is getting crazy, bro. Like that one had to be it. So I was more shocked. Like, oh, that's it. No heel turn. Okay, like what is cool. I always expected Cody to get the title back. I don't know why people thought differently. Like he was always gonna get the championship back. Like,
why didn't they was gonna turn John Cena babyface the night before? That's what I thought.
No, I mean that's true too. I figured, like the heel turn and part of the run wasn't needed for that story, but I mean we can't change what they did before, so I mean it is what it is. But the ending was cool though. Like it was, like I said, it was Superman passing into Superman. Like when he gave him the salute, I was like, oh, it's it. It's got to be it. There's no. It's
the new Swerve meme.
It's over. So I'm interested to see what they do now. I don't know how people. I wonder how people are going to react to Cody now that he's beat John Cena.
Good job, soldier.
It didn't go well last night. Let me tell you something. That man was getting booed bad. Not gonna lie.
Cody.
Yes. Now that he's past Cena and he's moved on to something else, like
depends who he faces. Depends who he faces.
Whoever
the crowd wants it. Like Drew could probably get a boo out of Cody. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, whoever he fused with next, I think is going to determine a big part of that reaction. But I mean, I feel like there's different varieties of what they could do, but it was just the over finishers for me, bro. I just felt like, bro, we're doing so many finishers in this match. It's crazy, bro. Like I knew Cody would take about. I'm like, all right, he might take 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? But 8, I'm like, bro, 8 is crazy. Like,
yeah, well, Malik, what you just said, like how they're gonna receive him. So if y'all remember, leading up to WrestleMania, I said if that nigga beats John Cena, he is going to get booed into oblivion. Now that he's beat John Cena, I think he maybe not the first SmackDown. We'll see what city they in. We'll see what his thing. But I will live with him not turning heel at SummerSlam if he starts getting booed and that leads to the descent to the heel turn. I can live with that. If that nigga just because everybody's still going to do the wall. I don't care if he's a heel or not. Everybody still finna do the wall. Mm-hmm. But I hope he gets booed. Whoa, and then get booed again.
I don't know if he live with that. He was getting cheered at that after that show. They was cheering him again. So
bro, I guess for me, Cody will still put on a good match. He'll still be a believable champion. But like, there's really nothing he can do anymore as a babyface that's really going to interest me.
Who's he feuding with either? Like I feel like he's feuding with every big name he can. And
who's on SmackDown?
The only guy I can think of they could do is Gunther, but like I don't want to see Gunther in a title match anytime soon.
I was just about to say, because Gunther now in this vortex, he's now the least important part of this World Heavyweight Championship now. If they send that nigga over to SmackDown and really give him the run he needs, I'll live with that. I'll live with that if he go over there and smack the fuck out of Cody.
It's probably going to be. Well, you still got the Randy situation. That's probably going to be there. He hasn't feuded with Drew McIntyre for the title either, so that's on the table as well. So, and the brands don't even matter. They could throw whoever they want to different brands anyway. So he could feud with.
But what are we gonna get? Grayson Waller versus Cody Rhodes? Like I'm thinking of top heels.
I think it's probably going to be Randy.
Grayson Waller's the top heel.
You got Randy, you got Drew. You need more than that to build there's no way he's gonna hold this for a month.
What you mean? Logan Paul. He just beat Johnny Roll
again.
Again? Oh, yeah, Logan Paul again. Yep.
He already faced back in circles. We already faced all these.
They're going to France. They're going to France. You know, AJ Styles is everybody's first challenger now. That's literally what AJ Styles do.
But AJ's gotta win, bro. He keeps losing. I understand he's putting talent over, but you can't keep losing when you're that big of a star, and then it means nothing. Like Randy Orton as well. He's got to get a win here and there to make it feel important. Like, yeah, I'm still Randy Orton.
And he just got to RKO people. AJ Styles just got to keep doing what he do. AJ Styles can't get booted to oblivion, and ain't nobody gonna say
I mean, everyone's gonna love him, but like at some point, you still need to build up that credibility. Like he lost to Logan, he lost to Dom. I didn't think he was gonna beat Dom, but like his next feud, he's got to win, or else it's just like, he's an old timer, AJ Styles.
And you know what the problem? You know what the problem is? They got a couple stars over there on SmackDown that they refuse to use, and then the couple of ones they did have, you know what they did with them? Put them in the tag team. they could have had a nice little mid card to start elevating people, but you know what they did? The fact, and I don't know if you've really sat here and really thought about this. Y'all know Melo was getting more TV time when he was with Miz than he is now, right?
He's not with Miz no more?
No, he's not with Miz.
Miz went to a TV show,
Miz
so they
went to
haven't
go
used
film a
it in
TV
minute.
show, and Carmelo has, I think he had one match with Damian Priest during the Aleister Black feud, and he's been nowhere to be seen. I don't even think he was on the last 2 shows, Nate.
Yeah.
Like I said again, I don't even think he was on the last 2 shows, Nate.
No,
But you know who was when he came back?
No, he was
Miz.
on his
The Miz,
last
because he fought Jacob Fatu.
I thought Melo was on very.
Yeah, last time he was on SmackDown, he had a match against Aleister Black. That was like
Yeah, that was the one I went to. It's been 2 weeks since then.
Yeah, that was 2 weeks ago.
And he was only there because he was like, "Hey, I told you not to get in between Aleister Black and R-Truth, Damian Priest."
What the hell is going on with R-Truth? Or Ron Killings?
Nowhere to be found. Oh my god! I'm so glad you brought that up.
They brought him back because the fans outraged. That's
Bro, he needed to be there, but not at a big role. Just let him be in the company.
I don't think you were on this show, Nate. You want to know how Ron Killings beat Aleister Black?
A roll up? No, I was there.
Oh,
it's like 2 minutes.
Okay,
It was like 2 minutes, right?
Because
they cut that, right?
Ron Killings brought in the chair. Aleister Black stopped it. The ref took it out. Roll up. 1, 2, 3. Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
See, bro, if this Ron Killings character can easily be a mid card guy, easily be a mid card. I get Andrade and Rey Fenix. They're excited. I'm not gonna lie. When I was at SmackDown, they got the biggest cheer tonight. Everybody wanted Rey Fenix to get in the match. So shout out that. You had Andrade. You had Rey Fenix. You got Carmelo. You got Aleister Black. You got Ron Killings. Damian Priest can be an upper mid card or lower main eventer. Drew McIntyre can be an upper mid card or lower main eventer. Logan Paul, he's there. But like that's 8 guys right there I can name that could easily have a division. Easily have a division.
Yeah.
You know what's even crazier? The Raw tag division is deeper than they want to portray it as, but they only show like 3 teams. There's like 8 teams total.
Yeah.
Who are the teams?
Ron and Braun, Creeds, LWO, Judgment Day, New Day, War Raiders, and there's somebody else I'm forgetting. That's 7.
Alpha Academy.
Alpha Academy. There's 7 or 8 teams.
But they only really use when they use Judgment Day. They be using LWO here and there, and that's pretty much kind of.
They barely started using LWO.
Yeah.
And then you probably got
God.
the El Grandes.
Yeah, Omos, man, give it up.
Bro, Ludwig and Pete Dunne finna be a fucking tag team, bro. Oh my god.
The El Grandes.
Oh,
Newcastle Republic.
That's the one. Yeah, because they put one of them under a mask. That's why.
Oh my god, bro.
Yep.
Dude, I love it.
SmackDown's tag team
going around like kids and shit, and having bangers. I'm like, why are we going away from that?
Well, SmackDown's tag division is
they about to get cooked. The Street Profits about to break up. Did y'all see that backstage segment? They might not break up like in the fight, but they're definitely going their separate ways. Did y'all see that backstage segment? Like, bro, Montez Ford didn't even say nothing. Like, she asked Dawkins a question. Dawkins like, basically, I hate losing this or that. She tried to get Montez Ford. Nigga just looked at him and walked away. Like, if they start teasing that, now granted, I don't know. Triple H can't tease a breakup of tag team to save his life.
I mean, that's good. That could be a good thing. The
That's gonna be happen 2 years, bro.
And it only happened because of injury, mind you.
The profits putting up could be a good thing.
They're gonna have that. Man, they're gonna tease that for 2 years.
They've done everything they could do as a team, so I didn't see that.
You just draft them separately, let them do their own shit, and then
draft like it matters.
It doesn't, but it can.
Yeah, I mean, they made it. All they got to do is just have them just go their separate ways and just make it. They don't even got to break up like physically. Just be like, bro, we did what we did as a team. It's time to see what we can do individually. Like, just out of mutual respect. They don't have to just, I'm turning on you.
Not every team has to do that. I hate when every team existence has to turn.
They can just be like, listen, bro, we've been tag champs. We did everything we need to do. Let's see what we can do by ourselves, bro. I want to see what I can do on my own. Like, so let's switch gears to the other ending, bro. To night one's ending. So. I don't know how many of y'all talked about the Seth injury. I firmly never really bought into it 100%. Just strictly looking at past WWE history with injuries, they always tell you when somebody's injured what type of diagnosis that injury is and how long that person's going to be.
No, they don't. Not always. They've kept a lot of injuries under wraps. Like, look at the list of names that are injured. We do not know exactly what it is and how long. Like, we don't know what's happening with Tama Tonga. We don't know what's going on.
Tama Tonga got a torn pec. They told us that.
No, it's Tonga Loa.
No, Tonga Tama, the same thing. I think he tore something like in his shoulder.
Pec. Oh, well, they keep a lot of injuries under wraps. So
Liv Morgan, they told us about that. Kevin Owens.
Well, that happened on TV, so you kind of had to.
Yeah, but
I'm not gonna lie. To this day, I mean, in fairness to Nate, to this day, I still don't know why Kiana James was out. I still don't know what was wrong with her.
She tore ACL.
No. Yeah, they don't tell you straight up though. Not on TV. Like they won't be like you gotta look for that shit, bro.
They may not tell you about every talent on TV. Like if you don't know about Kiana James tore ACL. Like she was out for so long, and then I think she had like other surgeries, being done in that time.
But they don't like explicitly tell you, bro. Like you gotta
like the big names, like Kevin Owens getting injured. They told us that he's neck surgery. He's going to be out for a period of time. He's not going to be on WrestleMania. They took him out of the WrestleMania match. He has to have neck surgery. Seth Rollins is one of their biggest stars, so of course they would tell you, hey, he's injured. When he tore his knee the first time, he got torn ACL. He's going to be out for a while. Had to give the championship. Like he's going to be out for an extended period of time. All they were telling us was he just is going to be out for an extended period of time, but they never really told us what type of injury he had.
I already got testing. I don't know if that was legit or not, or if they're just saying that he went there.
No, he already came out to an interview, said it was all work. It was all.
Yeah, but my thing was the reason why I kind of believed it, and I'm not gonna lie about into it. Obviously, the videos with Becky Lynch and all that, like I saw him walking around with daughter. He was doing interviews with the thing, but they did say he went to go get it checked out, and they were going to schedule another MRI. Like he went to Birmingham, Alabama.
Yeah, that was.
They said, it was too swollen. I get it's a part of the thing, but when he said, it's still too swollen, I'm gonna get another MRI in a couple of weeks, I believed him. Especially when you.
I did too.
That's what I'm saying. Like when you have a history of knee injuries like that, I bought it. Like that's why. That's when I bought it. I was like,
I believed him at first, but then after that, they never said anything else about it. They never.
What they said was he's gonna go get an MRI in the next couple of weeks. So I was like, okay, we'll wait to hear when he gets the second MRI.
Yeah.
Problem is, SummerSlam happened before that second MRI. Like that's what it was to me. And then he was doing interviews with it. He was on the crutches with his daughter. Like
that was devious, bro. I'm
not gonna lie. Like
you heard the story where he told his daughter to sell it, and then she told her preschool teacher that her dad was hurt.
That's awesome.
So they always like the Seth Rollins stuff when he said that his knee was swollen and he'll get like a couple of little days or something like that. He'll get another MRI to evaluate. I was like, okay, because it's probably maybe that serious. But then they just never said anything else about it. All Paul Heyman said, well, Seth's going to be out for a while. He's not going to come back. But that's what I was kind of like, they ain't really telling us that much. Like, what type of injury is this? Like, did he tear his ACL? Did he tear something? We don't really know. So that's why I was kind of iffy about it. Then the SummerSlam stuff happened, which in hindsight kind of made sense. Like you had Gunther lose, and this could be something good for Gunther to be able to explore other options outside of the title picture. CM Punk won and got that moment, but then it was stripped away from him. It was taken away from him. And Seth Rollins, lived up to his haterade, saying that CM Punk will never be the world champion as long as I'm around. Literally snatched it right from him. So
the Seth Riders.
Seth Riders is crazy.
Fuck that group. I hate that group. I'm not doing this. Nope. Not with Seth as world champion.
So here's what I'm scared of now. World champion now, good rules. Some people are calling it rules of the century. Fine, cool, whatever.
I know how this is gonna end though.
I have a prediction of how this is gonna end too. But if that motherfucker Braun Breaker go back to being a barking lapdog bitch, I swear on everything, bro, I'm gonna lose. Nigga, just go back taking orders. Like if they start telling the story where Seth kind of get a little too big, like too cocky and start talking crazy.
I mean,
okay, cool. But if this nigga Braun Breaker just show up,
he was cooking, bro. I really like this work in the past couple weeks.
If you saw Braun at the end of SummerSlam with Seth, he was eyeing that title. I was like, yeah,
he's for sure.
He want that title.
I know he's a little hurt though, because at the meet and greet he was sitting down, and usually they just stand up, and he had his leg either wrapped.
I think he hurt himself in that match, but I don't think.
Braun?
Yeah.
Was it his right knee? Probably because that.
When he landed on the table.
That move,
They piss out.
Enjoy while it lasts. Once they make him the guy, he's not doing that move anymore.
I feel like they're Seth's winning. It that all makes sense for the story for the Punk situation. So that's cool. I feel like they got something good going on with Bronson and Braun. I like what they're doing. I like the whole Bronson Reed tribal thief stuff. Like stealing the shoes. Like that shit was crazy. He took a man's shoes.
Tribal thief is crazy.
That's kind of wild, bro. So they can
call it the Shula Fala.
Yeah, the Shula Fala. You feel me? So like we understand that. We understand Braun Breaker's the next guy. Like we all know he's gonna be up next. That's cool. I feel like the only way I can see this ending, I don't know when, maybe it'll happen in Saudi Arabia next year, but I think Seth Rollins is going to lose the title to CM Punk because of Roman Reigns. And that's how they set up that Roman and Seth match at WrestleMania. Because now it's like, I got you. I cost you the championship to the one guy you hate more than anybody. Oh, that's going to drive you crazy. Right. You stole the wise man. Like, I got my ultimate revenge. Now Punk's the world champion, and he moves on to something different. I don't know when. Seth, like I said, they might do it at Royal Rumble to lead up to WrestleMania for that build. Because Seth probably more than likely will be champ the rest of the year, I'm assuming. So that's how I kind of see that playing out.
I agree. And you know why I love that so much? Because I don't think they're going to book CM Punk versus Sami Zayn for the world title. And I hope to God they don't.
That's the interesting
now, when Gunther was still champion, even though I didn't want to see it, I saw that they were going to go there.
They might run Gunther and Punk, but I don't know. I'm thinking of like who could Punk face though.
You want to know why I don't?
I thought it was going to be Cody and Punk.
Because I still think they might do Cody and Punk.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to get around that, but I still think they might do Cody and Punk.
They're going to
because honestly, like real talk, unless Kevin Owens makes his triumphant return and Cody's a heel, I don't know who else Cody can face as a big magnitude level for WrestleMania right now. Can they build somebody up? Shut the fuck up, man.
Who'd you say?
Sami ain't getting built up there.
Sami Zayn versus Cody Rhodes, bro.
Sami Zayn was hot 2 years ago, and you could have maybe done something there. At this point, I don't know what you do to get him back to that top tier where it's like, all right, I fully believe
you turn him heel. That's the only way.
But like, it's not going to really make me entertained. Like this whole SummerSlam Bill Cross, I was more entertained by Cross. I forgot Sami was in the feud until I saw him all Raw, and I'm like,
I need Sami to get into his like, I'm a freaking great wrestler bag. I'm tired of this underdog crap. You need to look at Danielson, like his run in AEW, and like take some inspiration from that because underdog.
The only person I could see Cody possibly feuding with at WrestleMania, I think Randy is always going to be an option just because of their story. Mm-hmm. So that's always something that's on the table there, just because of the history and the story. Right. I don't want to say Roman because they've already done that, but it's like I feel like they're going to do a third
trilogy.
I have ideas, but there's nobody.
I think they will do a trilogy,
but I feel like they're going to do a third match. But then you got the Seth situation. So it has to be Seth. Maybe Gunther, Cody and Gunther.
Y'all forgetting one big name.
Hell no.
They could do Cody and
The Rock.
Hell no! Oh my God! I can't stand you. Wait! Hold up, Malito. Hell no! The Rock, kiss my ass, man. But you know what's crazy? I would have put 100,000 on the Rock showing up before I ever would have put Brock showing up. I would have put 100,000 on that before that.
I was waiting on the Rock.
Drew McIntyre.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna lie though.
Drew might be one. If they keep, I don't think he's lasting a babyface till WrestleMania. I just don't see it. The crowd's already turning, and I'm not thinking he's gonna be full 100%. But like, I don't see a believable world where we have enough heels to keep him going for so much longer. Like he's gonna be the heel.
Hey, so look. Hey, so Malik, I'm not gonna lie. Now with this whole dynamic and the way we see things playing out, I think we getting Seth Roman, like you said. I think they're gonna do that one-on-one finally, and Roman gonna get his get back, right? Because it'll be for without the title. Hey man, since WWE in the spirit of giving people their last little title run, go ahead, go give Randy 15. Go ahead, go give Randy 15.
Randy should get the 17, but
no, I don't want to see that. But go ahead, give him 15. And Randy ain't even got to hold it long neither. Yeah, he go give Randy 15. I don't care what dynamic you do with face. I don't care who's the heel. Go ahead, go give Randy 15.
Let him punk.
And if Randy's still a baby face and still getting cheered, just go ahead transition to Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, Randy potentially, because Randy's in the John Cena territory where he's so respected now, and people just don't want to hate him anymore. He could potentially get sympathy to make Cody a heel if they want to make it. But Cody would have to be like really like devious though. He had to be like really savage.
Last night, I thought he was going that way. I mean, it might just be because I was in the crowd, but like
It was
I
a little
totally
bit.
felt that he was.
He was a little bit.
When he hit the pile driver, I was like, "Oh."
The pile driver and the turnbuckle, like he was.
Yeah, I was like, "Okay."
Yeah,
when he had that title again, I'm like, all right, bro, you better not do this.
Yeah, because like he's telling like I'm not going to do it, and then he just does it, and I'm like, did he just turns in front of my face?
It was kind of like I got to do what I got to do. So I mean, they have options because if Punk and Cody are both going to be champs by WrestleMania, I'm interested to see like maybe they do Cody and Gunther because they haven't done that like in a big feud. But is that like WrestleMania main event?
No,
no.
Hey,
Gunther?
Hey,
Cody and Gunther, like night 2 WrestleMania main event feel.
Oh no, night 2 they haven't built Gunther
because they haven't built Gunther properly. But hey, Mr. Devil's Advocate here.
Well, Punk could be night 2.
Hey,
face.
Punk versus Cody, unify the titles, winner take all.
Well, they got that crown jewel title. Remember they got that crown jewel stuff. I realize that crown jewel.
Winner take all, bro. Champion versus champion. Come on, man. They're back in Vegas. Hey, they're back in Vegas. They can literally promote it. Hey, man, the gamble.
We suffer.
Hey, the gamble for it all. Oh my God, that's the tagline.
You are really pulling Mr. VKM out of your pocket right now with that one.
The gamble for it all. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, it's too perfect. It's back in Vegas. The gamble for it all. Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk. Title for title.
The biggest WrestleMania main event of all time.
The dream match we've been waiting for since War Games. Come on, man.
We just forgot they brought back fucking Brock so he could. They got Cody and Brock again. Punk and Brock. Best in the World Part 2.
No, they'll never do that again.
Punk
will say fuck that.
Punk and Brock.
Look, if you gonna bring Brock back, please don't put him in that, bro.
Oh, you know who Brock gonna face?
Gunther.
Oh yeah!
No.
It's a non-title feud that's interesting.
No,
I will watch that.
You know who he's actually gonna face?
Oh God.
Logan Paul.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
That's how you make people like Brock Lesnar on TV.
I'm not gonna lie though.
Or it makes people like Logan Paul. One or the other.
I'm not gonna lie.
But you're gonna feel strong one way.
They're definitely gonna cheer for Brock.
I'm not gonna lie.
For sure.
You know
WWE.
They gonna
really want that?
They're gonna have Logan Paul get a little cheap shot on there. Brock gonna no sell it and whoop his ass. Who doesn't want to see that?
They gonna have Brock on the podcast first. He's gonna be on the podcast first, and then that's how they
Brock Lesnar will never in his life go on Impulsive. He only went on McAfee because I think they're buddies. I can guarantee you will never see that man.
Why can't Logan Paul and Brock Lesnar be buddies?
I don't see it. I feel like.
Yeah,
I mean, Brock is a weird.
Logan Paul and Randy tight.
That's Randy.
Yeah. I don't listen. I could be wrong. I could be so wrong, and I've seen it in documentaries.
I ain't gonna lie. I can see him going on Logan's.
I could see WWE telling like, "Hey, go on this podcast." How much? I would say how much.
You can tell him that. You think he can't just say no
for the money? He'd be like, "How much?" He'll literally be like, "How much?"
Yeah, they go from the bag for the podcast.
Yeah, my nigga, bro. Hey, somebody said they offered WWE $20 million just to do Rock Cena
and Impulsive just signed. Didn't they just sign with WWE? Like, aren't they?
Yeah, it's a WWE podcast.
They're affiliated with their film production. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, so it's probably. Yeah. But now that they said that, it's a money draw for that. I can see it now.
They're definitely doing that. That's probably gonna be
the icon versus the Beast.
You know? I think it's gonna be.
That's Saudi for sure.
So you think Cena and Brock?
They're not going back to Saudi.
I don't even know how you booked that match. Because Cena's old as shit. Cena was good in that match, but do you really think he can carry Brock Lesnar to a good match?
Brock Lesnar gonna carry him. What you mean?
No, bro. It's what G said, bro.
Hold on, wait. To go back, Brock Lesnar gonna be the one carrying that match. He's gonna be the one leading.
Yeah, he's gonna be carrying Cena. Suplex City, man. That's what he's gonna do.
It's gonna be.
I think balance both can be good, and like with other guys, like current full-time guys. Yeah, I'm down. I don't know at this age if they can still do it now. I hope I'm wrong if they do this match. I hope I'm wrong because I would like to see a good match between them. Like, are you gonna book it like the squash match in 2014?
They're absolutely going to. They are, bro.
This match is gonna be exactly this match. Like I said, this match is gonna be exactly how it was at Extreme Rules and SummerSlam. But this match is gonna be heavily heavily carried by crowd reaction because it's going to be overseas. So the crowd is going to eat up a lot of things they do. Because of the crowd, crowd reaction, they're not going to be able. Because of the crowd reaction, they're really going to have to do the bare minimum. All they have to, their presence alone, like I guarantee you, when they're standing in the ring, the crowd's going to, chant this awesome.
This is awesome. Holy shit. Holy shit.
All they're going to have to do is just do the bare minimum. They're really not going to have to do a lot in that match to make a lot of the fans go, ooh, like they're going to hit some spots, rockways, a couple suplexes and everything, but it's going to be pretty much kind of like Extreme Rules 2012, SummerSlam 2014, a mixture of both. Like that's pretty much how the match
Because now that John Cena's back to being babyface, they're going to tell the story that he can't get a win until his retirement match. That's literally the story they're going to tell.
Probably.
That's literally, I'm back to being a babyface. I'm back to
babyface
being
couldn't win his life.
A fucking loser.
Yeah.
That's what you are for the past 5 years. A fucking loser. Like, I'm not gonna lie, John Cena though he's stupid. He should have stayed heel the whole time. At least he was winning. Like you turn babyface because I'm still not over the angle.
Yeah, but I feel like that's pretty much what's gonna happen though. So I mean, it'll pretty much be heavily crowd reacted based off that circumstances. So,
but
I'm just interested to see like.
I don't know.
I'm just interested to see the whole WrestleMania dynamic of who's going to be champion because I don't think Seth's going to be champion by WrestleMania. I think it's going to be CM Punk.
Right.
Cody, I think, will be champion still by then. I'm just like, who? Cody and Randy, I think, could be on the table. That's something that I could see there.
Yeah.
For Punk, though, it's like, I don't know. Unless they're ready to give
us
a breaker.
I think they're doing Punk and Sammy. I think Punk is going to tell. I think Punk is going to constantly tell Sammy because they don't like each other in real life. I think he's constantly going to tell him, "You're not as good as me." Like you've never been.
I don't believe Sammy's a main event like in that capacity at this moment, and you can build to it.
They will for sure, and he's going to be number one in the Rumble. They're going to tell the underdog story.
Sammy has a main event.
He has. Okay, but Malik, I think that's the whole problem.
He got that credibility.
That was the main eventer, but he acts like a bitch.
But I think Punk is the guy they're going to use to like. Punk's going to lean more to the heel, and they're going to tell.
I don't want to see Sammy beat Punk. I don't think anyone else.
I'm fine with it. It's fine. I'm fine with Sammy beating Punk, but I think Punk is going to tell Sammy, "You're not on my level," and they're going to tell that story of Sammy as the underdog because Punk is all time better than Sami Zayn, so they're going to try and make him the underdog, and then Sammy's going to get that big win and shit. So
yeah,
it makes it interesting. It makes it interesting to see what the direction they're going to go in.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't like because
let's run down the narrative. We're talking about WrestleMania like night 2 main event guys, right? Because Punk and Cody are easily 2 guys who could be in that spot.
Yeah.
Right? Night 2. And everybody can fit that. So of course you got Roman. He's at that level. Randy Orton is at that level because he's Randy Orton. Brock is there. He's at that level.
Seth is still there.
Seth Rollins is at that level as well.
I think Drew can be built right up to that, like easily.
Drew is somebody they could build if they wanted to build up to that. I do agree, but everybody else is kind of like.
You need to build a big
Gunther
story.
Is great, but I don't look at Gunther as like night 2, like main event guy. Night 1, yes, but night 2.
Like I think LA Knight has the intangibles to do it. I just don't think his booking is anywhere even close to like.
And that's the problem with Gunther as well. Gunther could easily be a night 2 main eventer if they booked him like a fucking they're supposed to.
Like if you want to get LA Knight, you can get
like I see Gunther. If he would have won the Rumble and went to go, I would have believed it. After he lost the IC title, if he would have won the Rumble the way they was booking him,
yeah.
Now, my nigga, you done lost to Sami Zayn and Jey Uso back-to-back Rumbles. You tapping out and shit. And you're only credible. Like, bro, the thing is, well, I'll get onto that later. But, yeah, bro, like, we got a couple night 2 guys, but after that, it's kind of like there's a gap between, like, the guys who can really put on that classic, and then, or not put on that classic, but be in that spotlight as a star.
Kevin Owens is out, so he can't use him.
And because night 1 might be Roman versus Seth. That could be the main event for real. Like,
it could.
One main
event.
The women could main event too. They're really been doing good shit. And I feel like the story. If you get Bianca Rhea, I don't know.
That's night 1. I think that's a night 1.
Bianca and Rhea.
Yeah, Bianca ain't even that.
Well, honestly, I don't know if they would put them there. That's what I'm saying. Like, do you think they would put Bianca
and
Rhea over Roman and Seth?
Facts.
I think Roman and Seth will be night 2 though. I think that. I'm
not saying about the world title.
I'm not saying it will.
If Cody, I'm
not saying it will. I'm not saying it will.
Good.
But they could definitely be night 2. But if Cody's still the champion,
yeah, they could definitely be night 2. But Cody is going to be their night 2 guy for a little bit. And if they do Roman and Seth, I mean, even if they do Bianca and Rhea, I don't see them putting that in the main event over Roman and Seth. Like,
as long as Roman and Cody as long as Roman and Cody are in this company and they are not fighting each other, those two are going to be the main events. Like whoever Punk fights for the main event, I mean for the world title, assuming he still holds that, yeah, that's an opener. That's a night 2 opener.
I mean, if Stephanie
that's a night 2
gets
opener. Actually,
yeah, especially if Sammy wins the Rumble, I can see that opening.
That's literally night 2 opener.
Oh, yeah,
it's going to be night 2 though. I think it's going to be night 2 though. But yeah, that's a night 2 opener. And then the night 1 opener is probably going to be the women's match.
I think women should open both. If you're not going to give them the main event, we all know they're going to steal the show. They should be giving it
because I'm not gonna lie, and Nate, we'll probably talk about it a little later too, because I ain't got your reaction to that. Tiffany is still your women's world champion so far. Did not see that shit coming.
I mean, what were you gonna do? What were you gonna do? Like, there's no Miss Money in the Bank. Jade is not ready. She's
not ready. She's not ready to be the champion to carry other people in a good match.
Yeah, no, she's not ready for that. She still needs to be built up. Like,
their match was pretty good though. I ain't gonna lie.
I liked it. I thought it was great. It was short, sweet, got to the point, and it was over.
Perfect.
That was one of our. It's crazy that I saw somebody in one of my videos say like it's crazy that Tiffany could have a good match with Jay but not Charlotte. It's weird. It was weird. Opposite. Like so opposite. You think
I mean there's a little bit more.
But I'm saying compared to like in ring, you would think her and Charlotte would be miles better than.
Yeah, right. But I just think I just didn't.
Jay taking the right step though. That match with Tiffany to me was a good step to make me.
Slight transition then. Who's taking that title from Tiffany?
Nobody at the current moment.
Bianca, maybe.
Bianca. I can see Bianca.
Heel Bianca. See, that's the thing. I've been advocating for a heel Bianca.
Yeah,
just turn Tiffany heel. Just turn. Why is Tiffany the baby face in this?
Because she's cool, but it doesn't work.
But the thing is, bro, I don't know why this company forgets that some of their top stars they've ever had were bad guys. You can be cheered as a bad guy.
Or anti-hero.
Anti-hero. But Tiffany is literally, her whole character is a mean schoolgirl. She's a mean, popular cheerleader. Why is she being nice?
I think they could tell us Bianca.
She's starting to touch back on the heel stuff a little bit. I think he defined
the Jade one she did, I think
come
right back out. It's Tiffy time.
You can still do that though. Well, like you just have to be a bitch about it. Like again, I'm Tiffany Stratton. I'm the champion. You can get those heel tactics and still be booked as a babyface. Like I'm not comparing it to Steve Austin, but he did that. Like he's not going to kiss the fan's ass, but I'm still a good guy. Like Tiffany Stratton, don't kiss the fan's ass. Just be cool, do your own thing, and people are going to like it anyway.
I think Bianca probably is going to be the end goal. I could see Bianca taking it from Tiffany, and then if they want Jade to get that real big win, she would take it from Bianca. So that's something they could build up.
Stephanie McCare's hot right now. I mean, I know she's with Naomi. I feel like she's probably going to beat Naomi.
It's going to be an interesting decision.
No, she's not beating Naomi.
No, Rhea's beating Naomi at first. Oh, God. You already know it's coming, bro.
I know. You say
Stephanie McCare's hot right now.
Is Rhea the one that got pinned? I know it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Rhea the one that got pinned last
night. Yeah, she got pinned.
Naomi.
You know what I think is actually going to happen? Shockingly, because WWE usually don't do this. I think Io and Rhea are going to have a big, high-profile one-on-one official final match. Like
I think so.
I think they're just going to have a one-on-one match, probably in France, because
Rhea might get her win back.
Rhea and Io.
Oh yeah, that's your next number one contenders right there.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that for sure.
I would just do the match and then maybe.
I ain't gonna lie. Next year WrestleMania, I can see them doing Stephanie versus Rhea for the title. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh hell yeah.
Do that.
I'll eat that shit up.
Definitely. If there's anybody that can match her popularity, if they want to build her up right, it's gonna be her, bro.
Because realistically, who else is winning that Royal Rumble? Who else is winning the Women's Rumble?
Yeah,
if it's not Stephanie,
real
talk. If it's not Stephanie, they're not gonna give it to Oscar.
Maybe Jade. Maybe Jade.
Right now, I don't see anybody else.
You think Lyra has a shot?
And the Royal Rumble?
Maybe Jade. It's in Saudi, so they probably. Well, they don't care.
Oh,
forgot about that. They don't care. They don't care about women over there.
So maybe Jade. Yeah,
someone said they're gonna be coming out looking like the Power Rangers for the Royal Rumble.
That's what the ring's gonna look like, brother. I feel so bad. That ring's gonna be so hot.
I don't know.
They're gonna have an air conditioned ring, first time ever.
They better.
I don't know.
Yeah, because it's gonna be in January. It's gonna be hot, man. I remember when they went to Super Showdown, I think it was 2019. They did the Randy Orton Triple H match. They said the ring was like Randy Orton talked about that match.
82 degrees.
He was like, bro, it was the hottest I've ever wrestled, and like it was like over 100 degrees in that ring. Like it was crazy. Like heat out there is nasty. I'm interested to see like the directions they go in. I feel like Seth. I don't know about y'all, but I think Seth's first challenger to me it should be LA Knight. LA Knight already beat him.
Yeah.
Well, you think another LA Knight loss is helping anything right now, though?
I mean, he'll be fine. At least he'll be in the world. He'll be in a title picture match.
If he does this, like LA Knight needs to be built into the main event scene. Your main event scene is losing a little bit of depth.
Yeah.
Retiring,
They can take
injuries. He's the guy who, if you give him a little bit momentum entering the Rumble season, it's like, all right, we might be able to look at this guy as a possible option. Now you got to build into him and give him something.
Yeah, all right.
Possible option. Like they
I'm
want
sure.
him as that.
Bro, because yes, it was a work at the end of the day. So like that changes things. But literally, LA Knight technically got a win over her and was in the gauntlet match and just lost.
Yeah, it was if they
and then
made a
disappeared
loss
on
like
TV.
more impactful.
They didn't
like
give
Bronson
him
attacked
nothing
him.
else to do. They didn't give him nothing else to do.
Insane.
Like nothing.
Like he has to come out tonight and go off like pipe bomb LA Knight and
for
go
me,
insane.
Because I think I said this last week or the week before. I genuinely think the plan was we were going to get Seth and Roman one-on-one. I think we were still going to get Punk Gunther. And I think we were going to get LA Knight and Jey Uso versus Bronson and Braun.
Yes.
That's what I thought was going to happen. I get it. You change plans so it makes sense for you to put Roman with Jey. You couldn't find nothing for LA.
He couldn't even host the damn show. Just be there.
Nothing. Like you couldn't find.
His commercial got louder pop than half the talent, bro. Like, are you kidding?
Like it. Because when you look at all the stories they telling, like
LA Ziggler's crazy.
I mean, but are they wrong though?
I ain't gonna lie. I mean, anything could happen with LA Knight though. They gave Jey Uso the Rumble, so I'm convinced they can get.
I think LA Knight does everything better than Jey Uso, and it's not a knock on Jey, but I feel like LA Knight, you have all the intangibles. I just don't understand what you don't see with him that you've seen with other talents that you want to push.
And they can't.
Like at the end of the day, he's selling merch. He's still popular. He's giving you good promos. He's improving in the ring constantly. What do you need to see from you?
And they can't tell me it's in ring because Jey Uso was world champion. So you can't tell me it's in ring. That's why this is very much a side note that I won't stay on. But that's why, like, yeah, Karrion Kross, that match was mid, but like that ain't stopped him from pushing people before. Like, I'm not even saying put Karrion Kross in the world title. Just telling you, give him.
But on TV, I want to watch Karrion Kross stuff. He captivates. He like just grabs something that's different, and it's like obviously in the ring it can be worked on. It could be better. But his story with Sammy, I was really liking it. It felt like they were doing something, and then the match happens, and it's like, the fuck was that? Like, it was so flat.
It's a regular Monday Night Raw match.
The energy fell out of the building because he just threw it, beat him, and that's it. Like, we couldn't have had a more definitive win. It was like, oh well, he beat him. Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, I feel like with Karrion Kross, he's more of a storytelling type guy. His matches aren't really.
That's fine.
Captivate people, but his storytelling is is strongest suit.
I'd say it's top 10 in the company. I'd say it.
His storytelling is very good. He's had reasons for meaning of his character work.
I see what he does, and I think Bray Wyatt. I think a lot of the things that Bray Wyatt did with his storytelling, I see Karrion do it, and I think it's better than what the Wyatt 6 portrays. I think it's a good gimmick. I just don't think it really works. I think with Karrion, it's like, wow, you have this, and everything somehow connects itself, and like you're the reason why.
And he's more grounded too. I think that helps him a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He's very grounded.
Yeah, his character arc is still interesting, but his matches, like I said, aren't really going to captivate people. But then again, like I said, it would just depend on, I guess, how over he can get.
I don't even want to hear
it's building.
I don't want to hear about Rick, bro.
Yeah, Mo, you literally just heard me say, like, yeah, the matches were made, but again, it hasn't stopped him from pushing people who can't work in ring before.
No, I don't want to.
This company has literally put countless champions and pushed people who are boring or mid at best in ring, a la Jey Uso does as the most recent example.
He literally had one of the worst WrestleMania matches of all time last year, and in this past year, he wins the title the next year. I don't want to hear nothing about work rate.
You talk about he had 3 straight mid matches with Sami Zayn. Jey Uso had an ass match with Gunther.
Which one?
Gunther.
Mania.
Okay.
That was ass.
Yeah, the Mania one was ass. But it's Gunther. Now, granted, I think a part of it is because this nigga keep getting gassed every time he eat everywhere. But
I feel like you can put the world title on people depending on how over they get. I mean, the people are asking for it. I feel like it's kind of hard to deny it at certain points.
I think Drew McIntyre is a great guy to give the title to at some point because you can bring a guy like an LA Knight, a Sami Zayn to beat him, and it's believable. I don't believe in any world Sami Zayn beating CM Punk. Anyone can feel different about it. I just don't see it. Like with Gunther and Punk at SummerSlam. In no world that what the booking is right now, I imagine Gunther beating Punk. It just didn't make sense to me. I felt it would have been like, wow, like Theory Cena. Well, you beat him, but fucking well, who cares?
Whoa.
Not to that level, but you know what I mean. It just he
Yeah.
has no business beating CM Punk at that point, and he did because it didn't make sense.
Oh wait, you said Gunther had no business beating CM Punk?
Yes.
Oh, that I disagree with you. I 100%
because the whole story, everything they kept putting Punk up here and Gunther down here.
No, I'm not gonna lie. No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. The whole time we got to this match, there was not a doubt in my mind that Gunther was going to win.
I thought Gunther was.
I thought Punk was clearly winning.
I thought Gunther. I thought Gunther was gonna lose. Like I thought that nigga was gonna win for sure because I figured that was gonna set up Punk. Like I always felt Punk was gonna get it later. I thought it was gonna be Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. If anything, I actually thought Seth was hurt, but I had no doubt. I honestly went in genuinely believing Gunther was retaining because this was his first actual challenger since he got the title back. I did not think he was gonna have a shorter reign than Jey Uso in his second run. Yeah, that nigga held it for what, a month, if that? 30-some days, if that. I did not think that was going to happen with Gunther. I thought, okay, man, this is where we get into the meat and potatoes now. Like, this is where we get into the meat and potatoes. I hate that you're probably going to lose to Sammy, but, hey, we in the meat and potatoes now. Yeah, no, when Punk won, I was genuinely shocked.
I fully expected Punk to win, and I know it's a different take, and I just, from the story that was told, I could not imagine him losing to Cena, losing to Gunther back-to-back. It's just like, you can't win a match. Like I understand that some of these old timers, AJ, Randy, Punk, they don't always need to win. But when none of them win and it's just constant loss after constant loss, it feels less important. It feels less of a threat. Like I truly felt Punk winning was the good option. Now I didn't think this thing was going to happen as soon. I thought it was possible, but when it happened, it was a little shocking, but not as much as other stuff that happened on the show. But it was like, all right, Punk, and I didn't know how Punk was going to beat him because that was my thing. There's no way he beat him clean. And the blood thing was the perfect segue. It was like, okay, I can believe he fucked Gunther up. And now Gunther's bleeding. He's looking all over the place. And then that one, it made sense to me. I didn't, like, if Gunther put Punk to sleep, I would have been fucking bored.
And so Gunther actually broke his nose? I'm not going to lie. I thought he bleeded because it didn't.
He actually did?
He didn't look like he was bleeding from his nose at first. So that's why I thought
he needed surgery. He needs surgery. Like, I think it
was that not before? Or was that
there's something before the match, but I think they say in the match it just kind of.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I remember seeing before that they said like he needed time off for a bit, and this is a good time to do it. Let character breathe and then do something with more meat and bones on it.
Yeah, I don't know if he's really hurt or not. I mean, I guess we'll find out tonight. I'm sure they'll say something tonight.
Oh, it was before SummerSlam. Okay.
Because when he went under the table and then he comes out and it's like full on, I'm like, whoa, what?
Yeah, I thought he bladed there. I was like, it's not.
I still think he did. I still think he did.
It's not bleeding from his nose. So, like, Michael was like, I think he broke his nose. Nigga, the shit was up here.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
I was like, what? Like, how do you break his nose?
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. He was bleeding on his forehead and stuff. So I'm like, oh, he probably.
Yeah, but I mean, they said it's before SummerSlam, so probably took a knee to the face by accident or some shit. I don't know, but
yeah, he could have did something accidental, something.
Yeah. But I mean, to kind of wrap up that thing, I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do. Seth Rollins world champion, great, cool. This is awesome. I know the end game is Braun Breaker, but I don't think Braun Breaker is beating him for the title. I just think he's gonna beat him. I don't think he's beating him for the title. And I think it's gonna be because I think so. If I'm put my little fantasy booking hat on, I think Braun Breaker still retires John Cena. I think he still beats him, and whatever his last match is, still retires John Cena. And that's the moment Seth realizes, oh yeah, I might want to start cutting this nigga out too soon before he get too big for his britches. And then I don't care what, you don't really have to have a face heel dynamic, but I think Braun Breaker just becomes that Batista guy. And like, I'm really like that now. And if Paul Heyman is smart, he should side with Braun Breaker. But we'll see. Seth Rollins has been calling himself the future of the industry for like well over a decade now. So, he might side with the future, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. It's an interesting landscape for WWE right now. It's based off after SummerSlam. There's a lot of confusion with obviously the Brock return. The Seth cash in was cool and everything. How they executed that and that was cool. But I feel like there's still going to be some answers people are going to want based off certain things that have happened that we probably honestly won't get. I don't see them addressing it. I just like, what are they going to say? You know what I mean? Like if they were going to say something, I feel like they would have had a press conference, and then now they don't have the press conference anymore. Now it's like not a thing. So it's like, oh, now that's not a thing anymore. It's been a thing for like 2 years.
I saw it dimming away for a bit anyway, because I feel like there was just less and less effort thrown into them. I just feel like it's very coincidental that, of course, now when the more juicy questions would come, you stop it. But
yeah,
the past 6 months, I thought they were getting lazier. Like it wasn't like it was 2 years ago when you had the Cody J stuff and you had Roman on the post after Mania. Those felt like I need to watch this. At this point, it was just like,
Hey, you want to know why they stopped doing that? Because Triple H got tired of everybody asking questions about Vince McMahon. Because literally, now I will say, I came out here and said, yo, there was a point. Every fucking show, Vince McMahon question, allegations question. It was getting to the point, like, clearly y'all are just fishing to find something to hate on these niggas. Because, like, bro, like, I don't remember what show it was, but it was like a beautiful show, great all the way through. And the first question, so there was been developments in the Vince McMahon case. I'm like, yo, nigga, and Triple H got to sit there with a straight face and try to look professional. I would have been like, yo, get this man out. Stop asking me about that, please. Like, I've told y'all multiple times. All he literally said was like, yo, there's stuff I can't talk about, bro. Like, stop asking me that. It's an investigation. Like, stop asking me this question. Like,
it was super chats right here. Don't know if it's true, but John Cena wanted to work with him, but I don't think they're rock away anyway. That's what Triple H said. But
I know they're buddies, like in real life.
Triple H said, but if anything, bro, Triple H literally could have told John Cena that makes the company look bad. John Cena could have said, okay, because John Cena at the end of the day is going to put the company first.
This is 100% true. WWE has an attached fan base where they just have.
I'm done. I'm not watching Raw or SmackDown. I've stopped watching SmackDown, but I'm not watching Raw. I'm done for like a while. I'm only watching NXT and Evolve.
If y'all not watching NXT, bro,
watch NXT, watch Evolve, and watch other wrestling. There's more wrestling out there than there's WWE. Please, and support your local indies, please.
For the fan who want Brock back, TKO Triple H, and to Brock himself, here's to ya, and to Triple L, the plot never touch my goat again.
Man, Triple L is crazy.
In words of Lil Durk, they'll lose it all for viral moments. That's exactly what WWE did. Internet merchants, they can't help themselves. I mean, that definitely was for a moment.
Calling Lil Durk is crazy.
Because, can't wait until my boy Dragunov
returns. We need him back.
See, if Dragunov come back, then I might turn on.
How you talking?
My theory was Seth fake it because WWE wanted fans to talk about something from Saturday Night Main Event because they knew fans were going to talk about AEW All In that weekend. It was WWE being petty. I mean, I'm not going to put it past them. They
did a lot. They did a lot that weekend.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm not going to put it past them, but, Evolution had a better chance of stealing away from All In than Saturday night's main event.
I think we should always push the narrative of there's always the tribalism effect in wrestling, but you don't just have to watch WWE. You could watch other wrestling promotions and enjoy other professional wrestling in the world. You have TNA, you have AEW, you have New Japan Pro Wrestling, you got deathmatch wrestling if that's something that you're into or haven't seen. Like there's a variety of different wrestling promotions out there you can watch. Doesn't mean you have to stop watching WWE as a whole. If that's your cup of tea and that's your criteria and that's what you're comfortable with and used to, that's cool. But if you're not enjoying the product as a whole, I definitely recommend you check out other promotions because everything is different. You know what I mean? Like even NXT is not the same as Raw and SmackDown. There's people who watch WWE's product and don't even watch NXT. And that's why I'm always pushing that narrative. You got to check out NXT. If you think the women's division on the main roster isn't being booked properly, check out NXT. NXT does a great job of making the women feel relevant with championships and without championship storylines. So I definitely recommend check out other promotions. Check out anything you could maybe try to get into. And if you try to get into it and you can't get into it, at least you tried. You know what I mean? Like at least you gave it a shot. At least you gave it an effort. But to not willingly give it a chance just because you want to feel like you have some type of loyalty to one promotion that doesn't acknowledge you at all, doesn't know you, doesn't mean you have to stop watching the WWE. But definitely check out other promotions if you aren't happy with the current product, in the position they're in right now. AEW's in a good place right now, I feel like. TNA, I think, is watchable, been pretty good, presentable. NXT has been consistently good for me watching it. New Japan has kind of fell off a little bit since they lost some of their stars, but it's still, good quality enough. So I just recommend you check out and be open-minded to give other promotions a chance instead of just sticking with WWE and living through the misery. Like, right now the product is hitting for some people. If you like it, you like it. But for a lot of people, it's not hitting right now. They're just not happy with what's being presented. That's why you have other promotions to bounce back on. Okay, I don't like WWE right now. May not be watching weekly. I may not be keeping up with it here and there, but I'll still dabble into it. But, I got AEW I can fall back on. I got TNA I can fall back on. Professional wrestling is professional wrestling at the end of the day. It's professional wrestling. It may be different in other companies as far as maybe how their matches are structured or how they do certain things. But at the end of the day, if you love professional wrestling and you're a true diehard wrestling fan, it's okay to expand your mind and watch other things and support other superstars in other companies and enjoy wrestling outside of WWE's product.
And to piggyback off of that real quick before we transition, understand, guys, we know WWE is nowhere near as bad as 2018, 2019 COVID, right? We understand that. But just because it's not as bad as it once was, doesn't mean, one, it can't be better. Two, it doesn't mean that if you yourself are not enjoying, shoot, we got people all the time that will be in our chat, in the comments, well, if you don't like it, stop watching. And then criticize because the one thing we decided to stop watching was WWE.
Nice.
Now, I've always been in the mindset, look, if I watched it through them years, there's probably nothing that they could do that'll probably make me turn it off. I watched it 18, 19, and I didn't miss a week during COVID. I've fully admitted that. So if I sat through all that, there's really nothing they can do right now that'll make me stop watching. Yeah, there's stuff I don't like. I skip through SmackDown, or if I missed a week, I'm not really moved. Right, the only thing I actually try to watch live right now is Raw because I always get spoiled because it's on Netflix. So I always get spoiled. But with that being said, though, if you don't like it, don't watch it. Like, why? Like, why would you watch something you genuinely don't enjoy? Like, genuinely, why would you watch something you genuinely?
That's like, have you ever seen a movie that you watched and like, I'm never gonna watch that again? Terrible.
Yeah, word.
Go back and watch that movie again.
And then imagine people. And then imagine people trying to get mad at you because, well, why are you gonna not watch that movie again? Because I don't like it. Because I don't like it. Like honestly, some of y'all need to start doing the same thing with your sports teams. If they keep pissing you off and keep breaking your heart and they keep disappointing you, why would you still be a fan at that point?
I don't know. There's different loyalty to that, though. I don't know.
Now it's different loyalty.
I have that from
I got a friend who's been a Browns fan since we've been to school together.
And so what
God bless his heart.
If you're from their city, bro, it's different loyalty.
God bless his heart.
And what I would tell him is, if you were consistently being disappointed, why are you like?
But this
looks like a one-sided relationship.
Like that's a little different.
It's a one-sided relationship.
That's different, bro.
Like you giving them all your money on jerseys.
It's
you
different.
Spending all the money on that.
Yeah. Spending money's wild.
But it's a little different with sports. Is kind of like wrestling too. Like your team could be trash one year, the next year they could be good for all you know. You feel me? Then it's like if you switch up, then you're like, oh, now you gotta switch
when we talk about the Cleveland Browns.
Now the Browns, I mean,
the Brooklyn Nets had a great future. They had a great
There's teams that can be
foundation.
consistently bad, but I'll give you an example. Like the Bengals, right? I support the Bengals. Growing up my whole life, they were terrible. They're terrible. They just now started to be good. We're like, we could potentially see a Super Bowl potential run out of them. Before that, niggas wasn't giving us no faith, no hope, in the city. We knew they was losing with Andy Dalton as the quarterback and stuff. We had nothing. But you know what? There was a loyalty there. People had faith. At least maybe we can get something. The Patriots fans going through it right now. You had Tom Brady all them years. You ain't got Tom Brady no more. Now you got suffering. You got suffer for who knows how long. You had it good for a long time. You ain't got it good no more. He ain't there no more. So there's different varieties to it. I mean, I definitely agree. Like, I'm always a believer, at least try something out. I know people will see, let me go back to the movie thing. People will watch a trailer of a movie and be like, oh, I'm not going to watch the movie. You got to at least watch the movie. You just saw the trailer. The trailer and the movie are two different things. You may not like what you saw in the trailer, but you might like the movie still. If you go back and watch the movie, you never know the variety of it. So you just never know the aspect of it. But
and then after you watch the movie, if you don't like it, cool.
Yeah, they
watch it. It's over.
Yeah, they need to judge it. If there's something being cooked and I'm looking at that food, I'm like, oh, that might not taste good. Maybe I taste it. Maybe I like it. Oh, damn, I don't think I was gonna like that. You feel me? Like, I don't know if you ever had grapefruit juice before.
Grapefruit juice?
Bro, that shit is so foul. I didn't know if I was gonna like it, but somebody told me, like, bro, this shit's disgusting. I'm like, but I haven't tried it yet. That shit was not good. At least I know now. I'll never try it again. It's definitely not good. But one thing I want to bring up too that I've seen people bring up, going back to the Cody and Cena situation real quick. Genuinely, for me, I'm a little surprised that some people didn't think Cody was going to win the title back, especially after how he lost the title at WrestleMania, and knowing Cody is their number one guy right now. I'm like, bro, they're not going to treat their top guy. If this was somebody else, like a Jey Uso or something, okay, that's different. But like, Cody Rhodes is literally their number one right now. And based off the criteria of the history of wrestling, whoever's been the top guy, anytime they lose in a convincing fashion or even somebody cheats to win, they're always going to get the title back from that individual based off the storyline. The way John Cena won it at WrestleMania, of course Cody was going to get the title back. They were not going to have him beat John Cena before his retirement tour ended to get the title back to add Cody's credibility up even further. So
I just don't know what obviously it's going to add to the credibility, but at what point, like, he's the number one guy already. That's why I thought Cena was going to win. I thought there was going to be some bullshit in it, whether, this made Cody turn or, really, flip something in his head. Because, he was desperate as hell in this match to get a win. He could not do anything to get this win. And I'm like, okay, are we finally going to turn him heel? Can he not do it anymore in kayfabe? But then he just beat him with one crossroads. And I'm like, oh, you couldn't do that the whole match. But now at the end, one crossroad, a salute.
He did take 8 before that, in fairness. But, I feel you.
He took 5 before that, yeah. But I mean,
Cody's it was it was the symbol, like the salute, and it was like a half-ass crossroads, and it that felt flat, because everything was building up. You're expecting this grand finish, and it maybe not be a bad finish, but in the building, the air went out of the room for like half a second because it was just
I do feel it was an anticlimactic in a sense.
And to go back off to
everything going on.
To the piggyback, I've seen somebody says people acting like he's number one over Roman is crazy. He's been over Roman Reigns since WrestleMania 40. Roman Reigns is not around long enough anymore to claim he's still the number one guy. When Cody Rhodes is main eventing the biggest shows and Roman Reigns is opening the shows now. Roman Reigns is main eventing night 1 of WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes is the night 2 main event. Cody Rhodes is clearly their number one guy right now. It's undisputedly. It's undeniable.
Like this, you think the gap's this big or like this big?
I mean, if Roman showed up to work, it would be neck and neck.
Roman is still there, but Cody Rhodes is the clear-cut number one guy. Roman Reigns is not main eventing their biggest shows anymore. It's Cody Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
Roman Reigns was the night 1 main event of WrestleMania this year. Cody Rhodes was in the night 2 main event. Cody Rhodes main evented SummerSlam this year. Roman Reigns was opening SummerSlam this year.
And opening night 1 at that.
Opening night 1. Roman Reigns is still a huge draw and a huge star, but he's not around enough to claim the top guy spot. He only shows up to be a special attraction. Cody is the literal face of the company right now. He's their top guy. That's why I knew he was going to win the title back. He's going to get it back and get more pushes as champion.
I mean, for me, it's not the fact that he won it back. I just thought because they hadn't built up to the babyface turn yet, I didn't think it was happening right now. And then even after he won King of the Ring, I just knew they was going to tell the Randy heel turn. But no, they said, actually, Randy, go team with Jelly Roll and lose.
I ain't gonna lie, that match was okay. And
that was really fun.
What kind of shocked me was that they had the celebrity lose. They never have celebrities lose. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, that did shock me. When Logan Paul, and they let Logan Paul get the pin, I'm like, wow.
Yeah, when they had Jelly Roll, I'm like, the celebrities losing now? It's crazy. Didn't think that was gonna happen. I swore I thought Logan Paul was getting pinned by Jelly Roll. Like, oh yeah.
Jelly Roll didn't look good enough to decisively win that match. He looked really good, but
he looked decent.
I think Logan. I thought Logan Drew was. That's why I predicted. I thought that was the right decision to make.
I'll give him respect though. He took some crazy bumps though.
Oh, he did. Yeah.
When he took the frog splash, I said, "Okay, Jelly Roll, you got it. I'll give you that."
And then when he was coming back, the rumbling was going. Everybody's like, "Yeah." Everybody was hating on Jelly Roll when this shit started. Halfway through, they're all in the train like, "Yeah, let's go, Jelly." I'm like, "Yeah." Now
I'm not gonna lie. I was like, sometimes I don't ever really talk about him like that. But whoever's idea it was to produce a Jelly Roll stretcher, I'm a Hulk up out of this spot. Y'all got it. Y'all. When I saw that happen, and I saw the trainers all run to him, I was like, no way they're gonna.
You know what's crazy?
Spot.
But what's crazy? Like Aiden said, it worked for the crowd. He said the crowd was eating it up.
But you know what's crazy? Jelly Roll can Hulk up after being put through an announce table, but Akira Tozawa is taken out of the Royal Rumble. One shot to the head.
That's crazy. That's crazy. They was making that man look unbeatable. It was making that man look unbeatable.
Okay.
I like the aspect of what they did though. I mean, I feel like I said, Cody being the top guy, which I know a lot of people have always which this also drives me nuts too, because people will say Cody's overpushed, right? But then they want to see John Cena win more. Like John Cena was never overpushed through his whole career. I'm like, bro, you don't keep the same variety of energy with different people. You say one thing, yes, John Cena's been losing the last couple years of his career, but he's past his prime. He's not in his prime anymore. Of course, he's going to be putting other people over, but John Cena at his peak beat everybody. Who didn't he beat at his peak? He got 16 world titles under his resume. From 2005 to 2014, there's only 1 year in that time frame where John Cena wasn't a world champion. That was 2012. Other than that, he was winning world titles. Yeah. Other than that, he was winning world titles every year, sometimes even multiple times in a year. 2009. How many times did he win the title in 2009? Like 3? Maybe 3.
Yeah.
Maybe more. Actually, because he was the world heavyweight champion going into WrestleMania.
No, before that, he was world champion, and then he won at Mania, and then he
won
Randy
the title like
4
twice
times
from Randy Orton. Yeah, so like 3-4 times in 1 year. You know what I'm saying? So of course Cody Rhodes is going to get over pushed right now because, like I said, he's their guy. They're going to want to establish his legacy. Roman Reigns got the same treatment. Roman Reigns was main eventing WrestleMania before we even felt he belonged in the WrestleMania main event. I don't know if we'll ever see another superstar have a 4-year championship reign in this era. That'll probably never happen again in this modern era. It's unheard of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm with you. Like I said, just to kind of wrap that up, I just thought Cena was going to win it later. I mean, Cena was going to lose it later. I thought there was still, even though we can discuss whether or not the heel turn should have happened or not. The fact is we were in it, and I thought it still had a little bit more miles. I just knew when AJ match was coming to France. I never believed AJ was going to beat Dominic. I just really, really assumed, yeah, AJ, Cena, France, one last time in front of that crowd again. They love AJ.
Not to mention, I don't know if people realize this, John Cena got one of the worst SummerSlam records ever.
Yeah. Records, yeah.
He got 4. I think he beat Booker T. He beat Chris Jericho. He beat Nexus. There's another.
He beat Baron Corbin.
4 SummerSlam.
2017.
That was a SummerSlam match?
Yeah. The opener of SummerSlam.
2017.
Ew, brother.
Ew.
Oh.
Other than that, bro, John Cena got.
I only know about that match because Nikki Bella was watching in the car.
Hey, a side note, we'll talk about SummerSlam records. You know Rhea still doesn't have a win, right?
SummerSlam, yeah.
Yeah, Rhea doesn't.
I mean, she was unbooked. She's had the one match last year.
This was her first. Well, she lost to? Who she
third SummerSlam match. She lost to Charlotte.
Lost to Charlotte. And Nikki ASH.
A live match. So 2. This is a third.
Oh,
match.
it's only been 2. I thought it was like 5.
No, because she wasn't on it in 2023. She posted that thing on the internet to try to take away attention from it. Valid. And
2023, she came out in the Finn Balor Seth match.
Yes, she came out with Finn to try to help them.
Okay.
Now that it's over, though, let me ask y'all this. I'm going to break down the logistics, though, just so y'all can decide. Because you know John Cena is a part of 2 matches that got ruined by celebrity interferences.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, my God. Oh,
which one I think is worse, Travis Scott or Jon Stewart?
Travis Scott.
Let me break down the logistics, though, because let me break down the logistics. So some of y'all might forget about the Jon Stewart aspect. Now, the Seth Rollins match wasn't the main event of SummerSlam, but that was a title for title match.
Mm-hmm.
John Cena had built up the U.S. title to make it feel relevant again to the product and to build it up to make it feel as equal to the WWE Championship. That was a title for title match. Seth Rollins won because Jon Stewart interfered. Mind you, Jon Stewart was not involved in any story plans before that. He was not.
A little bit, but not good.
Yeah, like the taco segment.
Yeah, well, him and Seth had a little like talk segment, but like as far as like turning or anything like that, like I'm gonna help you win or anything like that, there was no indicator of that. He was the host of SummerSlam. He helps John Cena. And he helped Seth Rollins win that match. And do you remember why he did that? The next night on Raw, he came out and said he didn't want John Cena to tie Ric Flair's record. He didn't want John Cena to tie the record of Ric Flair. So he couldn't live with himself, and he had to make sure John Cena didn't win that match at SummerSlam. And mind you, that match at SummerSlam was better than the match with Cody at WrestleMania. That match was a banger. They're
not even in the same conversation. That Cena Seth match with a good finish is one of the greatest SummerSlam matches.
If John Cena, I feel like if John Cena versus Seth Rollins at SummerSlam didn't have that finish, that could potentially have been like a top 10 SummerSlam match, like all time. Like that was on the verge of being like one of the best SummerSlam matches ever. So like I said, that was a title for title match. Now, You go to the John Cena and Cody Rhodes match. This was the main event of the biggest wrestling show of the year. Main event of WrestleMania, might I add you. Now, going into that match, Travis Scott was a part of the heel turn, so I think most of us kind of expected him to be there, but we also expected The Rock to show up afterwards and be a part of it as well. So when The Rock wasn't there and Travis Scott showed up, it was kind of like, what's he doing here? Like, why is he here? Is it going to be a match? And now it seems like there's no match happening with Travis Scott, some type of fallout with WWE, whatever the case may be. I don't know. But Travis Scott gets involved, takes the crossroads and everything. And then John Cena kicks Cody in the ding-a-ling and wins the WWE Championship. And you're like, all right, that's the ending there. That's how that ends. That's weird. So Travis Scott didn't cost Cody the match like the opposite of what the SummerSlam match was. But his involvement, it was still like, why is he there when The Rock isn't there? Because like I think G even said it when Travis Scott came out, we're like, oh, for sure, waiting for The Rock's music. He definitely coming out. And when nothing happened, you're like, what was he there for then? Like, what was the whole concept of him being there if the other guy who was involved in it, who was the indicator of the story that we had felt, wasn't there? So I don't know what y'all feel. For me, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like they're kind of equally bad for me on the same level, just because of the SummerSlam match. Yeah, the SummerSlam match was bad, bro. That was terrible. Not only do you have a title match, but you have it end just because you don't want him to tie Ric Flair's record. That's the excuse you can give me. That's the only logical explanation you can give me, just because you don't want him to tie the record of Ric Flair. And then they had Ric Flair come out after in that promo and say, "Man, I would have loved for John Cena to win that match." And then John Stewart was like, "Oh, well, I didn't know this. I feel so bad now. I'm sorry. I didn't know that you would have felt that way." Like, what are we doing, bro? Like, you just interrupted a match for no reason, basically. Like, there was no reason for him to even be involved whatsoever. There was no reason for him to have any indication to be involved in that match whatsoever, just so he couldn't break Ric Flair's record. Only for Ric Flair to come out during that promo and say, "Man, if anybody could have broke my record, I would have loved for it to have been John Cena. I respect him."
Oh, my bad, big bro.
Oh, I didn't know that you would have liked that, Rick. I'm sorry. I just assumed that, you wanted to have the record. Like, bro, that shit was so like, there's nothing to make
and you know what's worse than that? Being a part of one of the biggest heel turns of all time that, granted, you can argue if anybody wanted skeptical. Nevertheless, it was one of the biggest heel turns of all time, and you not being there for the payoff. That is way worse than, granted, it's a stupid ass reason. Even though it's a stupid ass reason. I'm with you, Jon Stewart. That reason is fucking stupid. There's a little bit of sense in that. There's absolutely zero sense to you being a part of a setup and not being there for the payoff. Because you don't want to be. You were in Hawaii. Y'all remember he posted a video in Hawaii 2 nights before WrestleMania.
Oh no, so that goes to the different question. That goes to The Rock. I'm talking
that
about
goes to The Rock.
I'm talking about what's worse, Travis Scott being there or just Jon Stewart?
I'm not gonna lie. The whole time I was thinking The Rock. My bad for the crash. I was thinking The Rock.
That's what you're talking about lays on The Rock's factor, because Travis Scott was there. He did his part. You know what I'm saying? Like he was there.
My fault. I'm not gonna lie. It's still Travis Scott though, but I'm not gonna.
You know what I'm saying? It's still Travis Scott.
It's still Travis Scott. No, it's still Travis Scott, but I'm not gonna crash out that bad. I thought we were talking about The Rock. So yeah, Travis Scott is bad because what the fuck are you doing?
It's Travis Scott, literally one of the biggest wrestling
matches. He got a whole entrance too.
Literally one of the biggest wrestling matches of all time. John Cena's 17, like record breaking. Like it will always be attached to Travis Scott taking 6 minutes to get to that fucking ring, bro.
Yeah,
that
was more damaging than that one little moment, because like at the end of the day, Seth still won both titles. Yeah, it kind of ruined the ending of a match, but I think that's all it did, ruin the ending of the match. I feel like the Travis Scott put a bad taste in the mouth for the entirety of Cena's heel run.
And there was no plans to have like Jon Stewart and Seth Rollins versus Ric Flair and John Cena. Like that wasn't a rumored match. It was like Jon Stewart got in, he got out. Like they wanted Travis Scott to be a part of this story, bro. Like they wanted him to wrestle John Cena. They wanted him to wrestle with John Cena against like Cody.
And if y'all remember, the only reason we didn't see Travis Scott again is because R-Truth. That R-Truth comeback, that was supposed to be Travis.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be Travis. That's the only reason we didn't see that back.
And that's why R-Truth isn't on the TV because he's being punished.
Possibly.
Ooh, you ruined my Travis Scott plan. No TV time for you.
What do you think, Aiden?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the Travis thing was a bad ending to an already subpar match. I feel like, looking back at that Jon Stewart thing, it was like, wow, like, could you just imagine if Seth beat Cena clean? Maybe because he's cocky, maybe because he did something slick. I feel like that could have elevated Seth Rollins at that point to a whole another level than what he was already at, and you were just building something like that. Whole thing was stupid. The Travis Scott made sense. Now it was dumb to begin with, and I already felt that Mania match. Like after watching what they did last night, it doesn't come close. And I don't know why we had to do that in the first place. The entire like booking of that, why we have seen as a heel, just trying to like light into him like a heel, was not the way to go. But I think Travis Scott. I mean, I kind of blocked out in my own memory, or I tried to, because I just feel like it wasn't the whole reason that Cena won. It was there, it happened, and then we had the whole Cena Cody thing at the end, where that was its own subpart thing. And then in the pictures, you just see Travis Scott in the background. So to me, I would say the other one, because I just feel like Travis Scott was there. It wasn't necessarily the whole thing. Now, most people will be soured by it, but again, I could block it out for me mentally.
But like, if you ever look in the video packages, they be doing their best to edit out the fact that Travis Scott was there.
Yeah, and you can.
They be doing their best, but like, we all know. Like,
we know, but you can skip it.
Like, the last thing I want to think about in a moment like that is a John Cena heel turn with Travis Scott. That's the last thing I want to think about. That's the last thing I want to think about, bro. Like, and mind you, I'm not gonna lie. This is really nasty, but I'm gonna add this context, and I don't care. You mean to tell me, with one of the biggest heel turn angles that you possibly were conjuring up, one of the phone calls you made was to Travis?
I don't buy that, but
one of the phone calls you made was to Travis?
Yeah, I don't know if that
was.
You called Travis before you called Cena? Yeah, bro, that shit is disgusting. I don't know. Either you're a disgusting liar, Paul Levesque, or you're just a fucking disgusting person. Because what? You called Travis before
the dude who don't even watch your fucking show. He doesn't watch Raw. He doesn't watch SmackDown.
Yeah, more than likely not. Yeah, I don't know if I really believe them calling like Travis Scott on the phone, but
well, then he's a liar.
Yeah, then them documentaries can always be, they can always be tweaking.
I can imagine they said, "Yo, we want you to be at this show." I don't think they're telling this dude the story like he ain't fucking a big mouth who would say something to somebody stupid. But then again,
said in that documentary,
it did say
called Travis Scott. And Travis Scott was on board. So now the last person I got to talk to.
What they're saying? Like what did you
talk to? That's the first person you. So you mean to tell me a Travis Scott?
He did say that. Down? He did say it was in that order, didn't he? Yeah, he did say that. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you mean to tell me if Travis Scott said he wasn't down, you wasn't approaching Cena with that? The fuck? What if Travis Scott would have been like? What if Travis Scott would have been like? That
doesn't work for me, brother.
Yeah, I'm like, are we gonna listen to that shit? No.
Not really
okay, never mind.
Okay, never mind. We'll go back to original plans. Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing, bro?
How did y'all feel about the documentary? Y'all feel like
I haven't finished. I just saw like bits and pieces, but like, what the fuck?
Okay, what do you think about the concept of the documentary? You think it's too much?
Nothing. Literally nothing we haven't seen before. We literally had WWE 24 before this. It's WWE 24, except we get to see the writers' room, but you're not seeing anything crazy in the writers' room.
It's not killing kayfabe more than it already has been in the modern era.
Like we already literally everything we saw in the documentary. We knew about literally everything. Like, yes, they have writers' meeting. Yes, like the only things like the old WrestleMania, like the WrestleMania card that didn't happen. I was like, okay, but it didn't happen. So
I enjoyed seeing the wrestlers speak from their eyes, and it felt authentic. And I'm like, okay, like Chelsea Green, I really enjoyed that whole thing because it's like, okay, I can connect Chelsea Green, I believe it, and this is something like cool and unseen that I can see. Some of the stuff I'm like, bro, I know this happened. Like the Kevin Owens Rock thing, I didn't know that happened.
Yeah, that was interesting.
I've always been a fan that's been like nerdy who enjoys the behind the scenes stuff. I've always been fascinated with like what goes on behind the scenes, how are things put together, how are matches structured, how are characters, come to life and everything. So like Nate said, they talked about things that we already knew about. At least I already knew about as a fan. I know they have creative meetings in boardrooms. I know that superstars talk before their matches about things they want to do, and I know afterwards they check on each other to make sure nobody's really hurt. Like it's a scripted show. It's a televised entertainment performance. Like that's what it is. So I already knew about these things. Kayfabe in wrestling has really been dead for it hasn't been a thing for years, bro. They've been opening up layers about the business for years, bro. Have you guys ever seen that documentary Beyond the Mat that came out in 1999 when they talk about The Rock and Mick Foley in the I Quit match, and they show Mick Foley afterwards backstage when he's all bloodied up and stuff, and people going to check on him and everything. This is back in the 90s, so they were already opening up layers of things, in the wrestling business before it was even like a thing, I guess you could say. So I don't personally have an issue with it. I don't know why people feel like they're revealing maybe too many things, like
because it's on a more global scale now because it's Netflix now. But like my thing is like, nigga, Dark Side of the Ring exists.
Right.
Dark Side of the Ring exists. Like if you ain't have a problem with that shit, and honestly, even though they're never gonna give us all the answers, obviously, because they can edit their own shit, I don't see a problem with them finally answering questions that we all want to know. Like, yeah, I do want to know how Jey Uso got decided to win the Royal Rumble. Yeah, I do want to know how this heel turn for John Cena came about. And now I can be mad at you because what the fuck are you doing calling Travis Scott before you call John Cena? Right? Like, I don't see an issue with that. Because if it wasn't, here's my thing. I guess maybe they're mad that WWE themselves are putting it out. But like, literally a Dark Side of the Ring could have came out. Like, Dark Side of the Ring come out all the time. I mean, shit. Nate, you mentioned it. They had a WWE 24 on CM Punk, no less. On CM fucking Punk. Talking about how he hated this and hated... Like, he literally dead-ass trashing the company that's producing this shit. Yeah, they made a documentary about Vince fucking McMahon.
I think people... The only thing that they never showed us, that to my knowledge that I remember, is like the creative meetings, like the boardrooms. Like I've never seen a documentary where like they were in depth, like talking about this and that. But it's like we already know that stuff exists. How else are they gonna come up with ideas and pitch stuff to each other? Like we already know that stuff is happening.
I will say I thought the creative teams were bigger than that, and it's kind of like
I did too.
Because there was only like what? Yeah, well, maybe not Rose and Road, but like how many people were in there? Like 5, 6?
Like 5, 6 people.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like you. I thought like, for example, let's just say you have a hierarchy: Triple H, Paul Heyman, and I think Road Dogg is still doing SmackDown. Road Dogg, Road Dogg, and then maybe some talent. Like, let's be real, if they were doing something about Roman, he's gonna be there. If they were doing something about like a Cody or a Seth, I would believe they would be there. And then there would be like 10 or 12 more people. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe y'all don't have enough people on your creative team.
I have a thing. I don't think there's enough youth in the creative room. I'm not saying it has to be like the youngest guys in the room, but I feel like someone in their 20s who can see it, like the mid-card talent. If you had someone advocating to get mid-card talent involved on television, like an Austin Theory, like a Grayson Waller, Carmelo Hayes. And I'm not saying they got to win the world title immediately, but just get these guys on the TV.
Do something.
Yeah,
because these old dudes, they don't give a shit about it. All they care about is the people who make the money. And I'm not going to say it's wrong to do that because you do want to make the money. But at the end of the day, you need some guys who eyes are in there solely to look at these underutilized talents that help.
So that you can keep making money.
Exactly.
I think it's good to have a fresh of people who are more hip to this era of social media and everything. Guys like Triple H and Michael Hayes, they're old school era. You know what I mean? So it's like.
I like seeing Bobby Roode there because he's a good set of young eyes who's younger, understands it a little better, and you see it with the talent.
He's fresh, and he's fresh out the business too.
Exactly.
Yeah, it helps you give a perspective on like if you bring somebody in young, like, well, this is how you do this.
Like Michael Hayes seems cool, but from what I saw in the documentary, he looks
old as hell.
Yeah, old as hell.
I'm not all due respect to the man, but it might be time to call it raps.
I'm not gonna lie, and I know he said he never do it, but like. Me personally, I could give a fuck because I know he's not going to abuse it, and besides, I can easily tell him no if he does abuse it. CM Punk need to be on the creative team. I'm not gonna lie. Even though it's something small, and I know CM Punk has always had this vision, but like him coming up with that finish, like the fact that was his idea,
was cool.
I'm no, put it in the creative team.
Well, I know he wants to. I think he wants to work with Shawn Michaels in NXT.
Yes,
eventually. So he'll definitely be in NXT.
I'm cool if he wants to replace Triple H whenever he's done. I don't give a fuck.
Well, no, I think the order will be Triple H, Shawn, Punk.
You think
Like,
Shawn would just go to the main roster?
If
Seth.
Triple H, like for example, because like let's
Or
say
Seth.
Triple H had that heart issue, Shawn Michaels is immediately stepping up. I think that's his next one. I don't think I know Michael Hayes has taken over, but if we needed a new head of talent, Shawn Michaels is taking over. I 100% believe that.
Oh, if we have Michael Hayes running, we're done. Like he's a good hand to have, but he's not the man running.
Another guy that honestly they probably need to get rid of is Bruce Pritchard. I think he's got a lot.
Both of them, yeah.
He's too attached to Vince, bro. They gotta get rid of him.
There's some things where I like it, but I feel like there's a lot where he's still just in the old.
Yeah,
but I also think Bruce Pritchard is like somewhat of a yes man. So I'm pretty sure he like when he. I think Bruce Pritchard has the vision. This is just my opinion. I think he has a vision to know when like what side he needs to be on. So like when it was time to like, hey, we need to start getting Triple H in there. I think he started being on Triple H side because he kind of knew, like, yeah, it's about that time. So, but yeah, I don't like overall. I don't have a problem with Unreal. I don't have they do documentaries behind the scenes shit all the time. Like,
I think people just make it feel it's different with wrestling because it's a scripted show, stuff like that. They don't look at it the same as like football or like TV shows or whatever, but it's still behind the scenes stuff.
But it'd be the same people that be looking at the dirt sheets. That's what we talking about.
It just can't be right after. Like if this stuff came out right after Mania, it's kind of weird.
You gotta let
time to breathe.
Yeah, the only issue I have is the Cena heel turn. They're going in depth with it while it was still happening. I was like, we could have held off.
I feel you on that one. That one. But yeah, like I mean, shit, like the Montreal Screwjob.
Oh my god,
bro! Oh yeah, I saw something on TikTok and I meant to want to talk about up here. Somebody said the reason why they think it was a work, or no, was it Cody? I think Cody said this, and I was like, no, low key he might be spitting. So in a time where niggas never let camera crews backstage and see actual conversation and stuff, you mean to tell me they have footage of the Montreal Screwjob when this happened? Yeah, all right. I'm not gonna lie, it might be a work. It might be a work because they never was letting people backstage into like the locker rooms to feel. Bro, we got conversation of Brett talking to Shawn like, yo, did you do it? We got niggas finding Vince getting punched like, and they never did that before. And they never did that before. I'm not gonna lie. It might be a work. I might be convinced.
That's one of those things that is just honestly, it'll be taken to the grave, bro. We'll never know.
Yeah, bro. Yep.
We'll never know the real. Only people know is Bret Hart,
Shawn Michaels, and Vince.
Shawn Michaels, Triple H, probably Vince.
Yeah,
maybe Bruce Pritchard. But like, if it was a work, which you bring up a good point because I seen what Cody talked about, and it's like it is a little suspicious, like how they never had people like they got mics in the locker room where you could hear the conversation.
Yeah,
like, well, they don't ever do that. But it's like then again, it's like. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think because what I think, Malik, because at the time, I feel like it was so crazy, and like they sold it. It was like, bro, this got to be real. But like the more it's perfect example, and it's gonna be so nasty. Y'all might hate me and want to end the show. Y'all know we got footage of Babe Ruth in 1930 something or whatever, 1920 something, but we still don't have that 100-point game.
Yeah,
we talk about all the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, low key, it might be the same thing. All of a sudden, y'all got cameras in there, and y'all telling me it's not work. Y'all can pick up the mics and watch them. The way they shot that documentary, niggas was sitting right there in front of Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart while they're having the conversation after what's supposed to be Bret Hart's most infuriating moment with the company. We for real?
Yeah, it does.
Serious? Yeah, it might be a work.
It's a little suspicious.
I'm not gonna lie.
It might be suspicious because in professional wrestling. It's a scripted show, so they always want to make things look more real than it is. So I mean, Vince definitely could have told Bret, "You got to punch me, bro." Like he'd have taken the punch. Like Vince is crazy. You feel me? Like, bro, you got to really hit me. Like, you want me to really hit you? Like, you want me to really knock you out? Yeah, bro.
Vince is crazy. Like, please.
Yeah, he would have did it for the product. He would 100% did it. Like
Bret probably didn't do it hard enough. Vince was like, again, do it again.
Deion Jenkins, you said, but if it was a work, to what end? Mr. McMahon character was born. And that fucking took off. That's one of the greatest.
A work to get Bret out the company.
I mean, get that nigga out. Get that nigga out.
All right, man.
And it could, like Lewis said, it could have been a work to get Bret out of the company. Maybe they really want him out of the company because they signed him to a 20-year deal.
Yeah,
and then Vince backtracked the deal, and then he told Bret, "You should go to WCW." So basically, I felt Vince knew he had to pick between Shawn and Bret, and they couldn't coexist. And Shawn was younger and was just better at that time. But the only problem is Shawn was a wild card at the time. He was wild. You know what I mean? Yep. And in hindsight, Shawn Michaels left the next year. He was gone for 4 years of that.
So still, you had other guys, Steve Austin was
for
right
4
there.
years. So it's like they got rid of Bret. I mean, Shawn did come back eventually, but like they got rid of Bret, and then Shawn was gone for 4 years. So it's like Vince is stillborn though.
Stan, I'm telling you, Stan. They got footage of Bret Wyatt confronting Triple H too, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, Stan. Hey, Stan. Hey, come on, man. We here, Stan. It's
one of those situations where it's weird. I still believe it. I still believe it was like it was planned. I think they like really screwed Bret. Like Bret, it may have been a work for them, but I don't think Bret was in on it though. Like I don't think Bret was like in on the loop. Like I think they filmed the documentary. He was assuming like this is gonna be like a little farewell thing for him, and they might not even knew what they were gonna do with Bret at that time until like maybe the week or the day of, where it was like, yeah, we're gonna have to take that from him, bro. Like,
well, in the documentary, they said they came up with it the night before. I think they said they came up with it the night before.
They said they came up with the night before, but like they already knew Bret didn't want to put over Shawn before then. So this was already like weeks out. Like, man, how are we gonna get the title like off Bret? Like, you don't want to put over Shawn because Shawn said he didn't want to put him over and stuff like that. So they already beefing. So I think they knew like probably the week of like we got to snatch.
Which side note, also in that documentary, I love how Triple H loves to take the credit. Like he's the one who came up with the idea to screw him. I love that. I'm like, every time I watch you say that, I'm like,
that's what they say.
I was like, your ego is just.
But that's what's been said for years though. Like they said that Triple H was like, I don't think he came up with the idea to screw him, but I think Triple H was telling
Vince. He's like, well, we'll do business for him.
No, like he was saying like, this is your company. You can do whatever you want. If you want to take it, just take the title. It's your company. Like, who's gonna stop you? Like, and then Vince was like, you know what? I gotta stand on business. You're right, bro. Let me do what I got.
Dang, top 10 instigator right there. We know how Triple H like to get.
So I mean, it could,
maybe that's why Triple H got that reign of terror. Hey, good job, nephew, getting that nigga.
But the screw job is a weird thing because I do see people's perspectives like when they say it's a work because it does seem a little fishy. Like. You look at the documentary, you're like, yeah, that does seem kind of suspicious. Like
too many coincidences. It's not.
But then it's wrestling. That's one of the things about wrestling. Like you'll never really know. Like you'll never really know what the true in-depth story is behind the scenes. Like you'll never know. Honestly, like it's gonna be taken to the grave forever. Like that's one of those things that we'll never really know unless somebody comes out and confirms it. But even then, so like. How many people are really going to believe it? You know what I mean? It's just like, it's one of those things that nobody will ever really know. Like, it's just, it's an unfortunate thing, you know? So, I mean, it is what it is, you know? So, it could be work, though. It could be the biggest work. If it's the work, though, it's probably the greatest work of all time. Probably the biggest work in history of the company. Like,
probably, yeah.
All right, so.
Who's ready for Monday Night Raw tonight?
I'm excited for it. I mean, I know I'm younger than most of you, so, like, again, for me, it's a little different.
How old are you?
You were at the show.
You're what?
21.
Damn, I'm old. Ugh, I just turned 27. I feel old.
I'm 20. I mean, I feel like for you, it's a different perspective for you because you were at the show, so you know the energy.
Yeah, I mean, I had a great time. I mean, even if I was someone who really disliked the Brock stuff, I felt the whole show's entirety was really good, really strong. I thought all the matches felt compelling to watch and vibe with. Like I was at Mania 40 as well, and this was definitely like that was a great show. This was a great show. I just Mania 41 didn't seem all that good, and this one's felt a lot better. Now, that could just be because I was there and I had a great time. But
no, it cleared.
Definitely cleared.
Like, the night one, I thought the in-ring was better for SummerSlam, but night two, the vibe went really smooth. I felt it was really good, and there was not a single low point. So, either way, I thought...
When you're in person and you're watching at home, you have different perspectives. So, like...
Yeah.
No, for sure, because I look back at the Royal Rumble I went to was when Cody won the first one. So his first Royal Rumble win, where you had the breakup of Sammy and Roman and all that. I went to that Royal Rumble. Everything other than like the Rumble itself and that angle, and the match was cool. But like everything other than that was boring as hell. But being there, like I got to see Uncle Howdy jump off the shit and miss LA Knight by 1.5 miles. Like, I got to see that. But at the time, I'm like, oh my God, Uncle Howdy's jumping off, and we get to see like. The whole thing. I got to see the smack. I get to see like when that recent angle on SmackDown where Jimmy Uso came up from behind Tonga. We literally can see that nigga creeping up through the crowd.
Yeah.
Like, so it feels better when you're there. Like I get more excited when I'm there because like SmackDown. I've been to 2 SmackDowns, and if I watch those back on TV, I'm bored and I'm falling asleep.
Because the people around you is able to
is
bounce off the
crazy.
personalities, and like I was able to have a conversation with everybody in my section about the show, and it was like when the Lesnar thing didn't happen, everyone's screaming because they're like, "What?" So like you feed off that, and with the Seth thing, that one because there was the pop, and then when he turned around, there was an even bigger pop.
Yeah.
That was so surreal to be around, and like that's why I love to go to wrestling shows. I feel like anyone who ever questions it, it could be WWE, it could be AEW, it could be Indies, it could be wherever the fuck in the world there's wrestling. It's always going to be a fun time, even if the show is ass, because you're around wrestling fans who help make it better. A decent crowd can make a bad wrestling show something fun. So it's just all about perspective. I mean, I need to go back and watch it because being there, the crowd took a little bit out of the TLC match for me. I couldn't really take it all in as the match. So I need to go back and watch that one because I didn't feel it at the show. But
you didn't feel it? See, that's crazy. I feel like everybody was going crazy for the TLC.
We were. No, the spots were good, but as a match, it.
Oh yeah. Because I mean, it's fucking 12 people in there. It's gonna be
it felt like 5 spots.
Technically, it was 16 because you had 3 women and Rowan show up, so that's 16 people all in the little ring. Oh yeah, 7. Yeah, bro. Yeah, but like I felt like they had the opener and that, and then they just died for Becky Lynch and Lyra. They were like, yeah, we're gonna.
The crowd. Okay, I will say the problem was they were trying to do their own shit. Like they were trying to do the wave. Like in, I just saw this on TikTok. Not only in the top section, they were doing it in the bottom sections as well, but separately. They kept chanting 3, and then they would chant "You suck," not at the talent, at a section because they stopped doing it.
And
literally
there was
for 20 minutes. And it's like, why? Like, this match is good. I like what I'm seeing. Why are we booing this?
Yeah, and apparently there was a fight in the crowd, too. They had to get the cops going.
Yep.
It's just
there was someone in my section that got yelled at by security, and there was a whole chant and pop for it.
Yeah. Like, it's 2025. Like, why are we doing this now? Like, it's not like 2018 where you bring in beach balls to the show. Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, it sucks because that match was actually pretty good. And it made me upset because I was like, bro, that crowd's so ass, bro. Like, this match is not bad, bro. Like,
yeah, that match it wasn't their best one. I think the one that they had before that was better, but like, still, it was still a good match.
Yeah, the crowd, like, it was doing their own thing because that was the one time the crowd was just out of it completely. Everything else, they were pretty much in it. I know because it's an open stadium, sometimes the noise will go up and you won't really catch everything, but being there, I can promise you that was the one time I was like, yeah.
Low key, I need them to stop. I need them to stop being in open stadiums. Like, one of these days, they're going to catch an open stadium and it's going to rain. One of these days. And if they get one where that doesn't close, you're fucked. Like, you're literally fucked.
Oh, WrestleMania 37.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were able to put it back on. It didn't rain too long, though, so they were able to.
Look, but they was in Tampa, though. That easily could have turned into we're going to have to do this tomorrow. Easily.
Tomorrow will be crazy.
Because it was already a 2-night.
Bro, I had a dream one time I was younger. It was like, yeah, WrestleMania is canceled. We're doing it tomorrow. Come in at 6 o'clock. Let's go.
That's crazy.
They could do a double header. They'll have WrestleMania night 1 at 1 o'clock and night 2 at 7 o'clock.
Hell, oh my god!
I crash out, bro.
In the same day, nah.
Yo,
I crash out.
We're gonna go ahead and hop off, fellas. Aiden, appreciate you for coming through, man. Taking the time out of your day to come through the pod. Make sure you guys subscribe to the pod, to the actual podcast channel, No Name Wrestling, and subscribe to the channel as well to be updated with all the content and for the pod every week. We'll be back next week talking some little old school stuff, man. We're going to talk some 90s stuff next week. So make sure you guys tune in next week to talk some 90s if you're interested in that particular era. We're going to be diving into a variety of different topics of different things, wrestling related, some old school stuff, some different promotions to kind of be more flexible on the podcast. So please make sure you guys tune in for that. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button.
Join the G Maniacs. Join the G Maniacs. You know the number.